Andrew McCarthy.
Nice.
Ready to hit him up about some 80s movies?
Can't wait.
And all that good stuff.
TJ, give me a list.
I am disappointed.
I know.
Not
Bummed
to
you're not
make the
gonna
New
be
York
there.
trip, but at least on Monday you will have someone with dreadlocks on, and that way I won't be missed so much.
Ian? So what he's going to do over the weekend?
Someone with locks.
I am excited. But Whoopi Goldberg is a sports fan. She's got we're about. And by the way, when we come back, we're in studio on Wednesday, and then Thursday from this studio is the debut of season 2 of Women's Sports Now.
Awesome.
I mean, it's a big 6-day period for us. We're going off into that Bristol Beyond coming up.
You're sitting at a red light or stuck in traffic, and your phone lights up. Maybe it's a text, a video call, a new post, or a quick notification you think you can check in a second. It feels harmless, but the truth is, once your eyes leave the road, you're not really driving anymore. And traffic doesn't pause just because you do. That split second of distraction can throw off everything. Your reaction time, your awareness, your ability to avoid someone else's mistake. You could damage your car, injure yourself, or hurt someone you care about. Or you could get pulled over for a reminder that your phone isn't worth the risk. So before you start driving, make it easy on yourself. Put your phone on silent. Toss it in the glove box. Set it to Do Not Disturb. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. In high school baseball yesterday, it was number 1 D.H. Conley doubling up Jacksonville 8-4. 7th-ranked South Central shut out White Oak 13-0. It was Tarboro over Rocky Mount Academy 11-7, and Southwest Edgecombe shut out Parrott Academy 4-0. Game scheduled for today. It'll be Southwest Edgecombe traveling to Hobgood Charter. East Wake will host Farmville Central. North Pitt will travel to West Craven for both baseball and softball, and 14th-ranked J.H. Rose will host New Bern. In softball, it was Havelock over North Pitt 19-2. South Central beat White Oak 11-1. Number 18 Beargrass defeated Farmville Central 6-1, and 2nd-ranked D.H. Conley routed Jacksonville 17-1. And former Pirate pitcher Josh Groves will get the start tonight for the Amarillo Sod Poodles. First pitch is scheduled for 8:05. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports, across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival is back on April 25th starting at 3:30 p.m. Join us for a night of river, rhythm, and blues, all in the heart of downtown Washington. From incredible bands to great food, cold drinks, and good vibes all day long, this is the event you don't want to miss. Bring your friends, bring your family, and come experience the sound, energy, and the legacy of the ultimate ECU Pirate fan, Mac Bear Hodges. Mark your calendar and make plans now. The 2026 Mac Bear Hodges Music Festival, where the music lives on.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
And Henderson hits it high and deep out to right field. It's hit pretty well. Hill's back at the wall looking up. It's off the top of the fence and gone! A laser beam home run for Gunnar Henderson. And he powers the Birds on top with a 2-run shot. 4-2 Baltimore on Henderson's 4th of the season. He hits home plate, slams his hands together, and screams off into the heavens.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Konbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates! Yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios as we bring you Pirate Radio Live for the next 3 hours on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber. And we are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Chime in. What is on your mind heading into the weekend? How you feeling about ECU Tulane? Got the Masters going on. Rory, I believe, tearing it up on this Friday. We'll get a leaderboard update throughout today's program. Talk about what's going on in the NBA as they wrap up the regular season. NHL wrapping up their regular season, and Major League Baseball going on. We've got a ton of ECU football to get to as well. We heard from Blake Harrell, Bryce Weaver, and Julian Davis earlier today. You'll hear those comments on our new Blue Pirate Report. We'll also recap the week on our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio this week. Got that coming your way on today's show, and some guests coming up. Hour number one, Sam Hinnant, former Pirate basketballer, will join us to talk about the Pirates, the state of basketball today. Does he enjoy watching today's game compared to back when he played 20 or so years ago? Also, some Charlotte Hornets talk. Tony Dunn will join us to talk about the headlines from the NFL this week, which has been all about a coach and a reporter. We'll see if we can find anything else to talk about NFL-wise in hour two. Also, Michelle Smallmon, you hear her on ESPN Radio every morning here on Pirate Radio with Chris Canty and Evan, and you will hear from her today as she went one-on-one with Jonathan Ellerby. And coming up in hour number three, Morgan Ahlers, Harp, and your comments. We got Shirley Rhodes here today. We've got intern Mackay, Nick Bass, intern Zach, and doggy jams going on across the street. So you may hear some bass, you may hear some crowd. Do we have we have a doggy jams cam that we are introducing to the show today, and we'll do live check-ins on what is going on at doggy jams. Maybe we need to send a reporter out there as well. I am on a delay. Is it right here? Is it here? Everybody see what's going on at doggy jams? Well, it looks like a lot of fun, right? Boy, I wish I was there. We'll send Nick out there in the crowd. Oh, there it is. Okay. I just saw it pop up. So it's here. Well, now I'm on another delay. Now I gotta look like I'm hitchhiking. Oh, there we go. All right. So, yeah, right up there. You see. Any way we can get it like translucent so I can be like a weatherman. So I can say in this area we have the stage. Over here there's a car going by. We saw a car. Okay. Doggy Jams Cam. We need a sponsor for that. A Boogie with the Hoodie, I believe, performing today over at Doggy Jams. I wonder if I still have my list of fake performers who are performing today. All right. Where to begin? We got football. We got baseball. How about some basketball? Zach, you want to come and join me? I feel kind of alone here in studio. We got to talk about your life update as well. But ECU basketball, no new players to report, but a new assistant coach, Andre Gray. And let me run through the Andre Gray file. So this is going back to 1998. He became the Clayton Middle School boys head coach.
Wow.
From there, J.F. Webb High School assistant coach, Methodist College assistant, Wingate assistant, Gardner Webb. Now we're at 2007. Gardner Webb, D1, 2007. Western Carolina associate head coach from 08 to 11. Then went to UNC Wilmington from 11 to 14. Winston-Salem State assistant in 14-15. Charlotte, he was an assistant coach from 15 to 18. Went to Greensboro from 18 to 21. North Carolina Central assistant coach in 21-22. Went to Elizabeth City State. Is that the team that nearly beat ECU this past season?
Yep.
22 to 24, and has been at Western Carolina since 2024. Now comes to East Carolina. I don't know much about Andre Gray. Not going to pretend to. But there have been a couple of comments on Pirate Radio's Facebook page that says it's a good hire. So I will take that. Andre Gray, an assistant coach now with ECU, reported by John Rothstein. This is April. All right. Now we need to see some portal entries, Zach. That's what we're waiting on now.
Soon.
What kind of player do you want out of the portal?
A shooter.
Good answer there. All right. Zach, we'll get to some football. We'll get to some baseball. But real quick, let's get to some Zach Lewis news. Right. So Zach is on his second stint as an intern at Pirate Radio.
Yes.
And you're Mr. Do-It-All around here. You do producing videos at practice, videos at baseball games. Yeah, you've done quite a bit. I gave you a shout out last week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Much deserved. But during the show yesterday, you received a phone call and a job offer, and you accepted that offer.
It came through.
So what will you be doing?
It wasn't assistant coach of the basketball team. You know, we were up in the air on that since it was open. It was not that.
Well, they went with Andre Gray, so now you need to come out with a statement. Like
I'm taking my name out of the pool.
You got to take the name out of the hat. Yep.
Yeah, but I accepted a position at Whitewater Center in Charlotte as a paddle sports operations supervisor.
Okay. Paddle sports operations supervisor.
Boom.
What are your duties?
So paddle sports is anything in our whitewater channels or on the river. We have kayaking, paddleboarding, and then rafting. I just oversee everything, scheduling, making sure nobody's flipping boats, doing anything they shouldn't be doing, keeping the guys in check, keeping them healthy while they're out on the water. Just making sure things run smoothly throughout the day.
Where is this located?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right. And is that near your homestead?
Yeah. It's kind of like right on the Gaston County, Charlotte, Mecklenburg border. And I'm just inside Gaston County.
Well, congratulations. When do you begin?
May 15th-ish.
All right. Well, May the 15th be with you. Mike P said paddle sports operating supervisor. So you mean you're a POS?
That's what they call me.
All right. Professional POS, Zach Lewis. And
making
Mike
a career
P.
out of it.
Mike P says congrats. Mike P,
thank you, Mike.
Don't try to fool anybody. You are a big softy. I saw the message you left for Pirate Radio.
Oh.
Should I read it?
Sure.
No, it's personal.
Oh, okay.
But Mike P, he won a prize, and he sent a very heartfelt message. I am going to read it.
Oh, okay.
Mike P, I'm going to put your business on Front Street. So Mike P won a $50 gift card to Cuccinella's because he had UConn. And Chandler got up with him, and Mike P said, "What's up, Chandler? Thanks for all you guys do over there at Pirate Radio. Love all the content you guys put out and how you guys really involve the listeners. Nothing better for fans of ECU. And then he gave his home address, and I'm going to read
that one.
Mike P., thank you for your kind words. Pike says, how many Zachs are there? Well, we got Zach Lewis. We got Zach Kaplan. We got...
Used to have Maskovich.
Zach Maskovich is gone. Skip says, good luck. Good fella.
Thank you.
Good fella. Jerry says, congratulations, Zach.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Checking in with the chat gang on this Friday, Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
He was asking if we still have the Corey Glore hey now yesterday. We got it somewhere, but Charlie's on the phone. Jerry says, hello. He is in his home office. One monitor on Pirate Radio Live, the other monitor on the Masters. He is monitoring the situation. Skip says, hey, what's up, Skip? Skip. And more congrats for Zach. Mike P said, thanks for the Coochie gift card. Cuccinella's right down the block here. Although if you're trying to get there today, could be tough because there's a lot of activity going on across the streets. Have you ever been to Doggy Jams?
I have not. I've been here for Doggy Jams once before when DJ Diesel was here, and we watched him hit the stage, me and Chandler and somebody else.
Shaquille O'Neal was right across the street. We've had, 2 Chainz over there?
2 Chainz.
Makai, are you familiar with A Boogie with the Hoodie?
Very familiar.
Are you a fan?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go over there?
I can.
I mean,
we step outside.
We can run the show. Do you have to have tickets for that?
Yes.
Do you have tickets?
No, I don't.
We need to give them a credential or something.
Yeah, we have media credentials.
He's covering it for Pirate Radio.
Give him a camera.
How much were tickets to Boogie with the Hoodie?
They weren't much.
Yeah.
Like 20 maybe.
We got to see if we can sneak Makai in somehow.
You can just watch from the front little.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can just give you. I'm not familiar with ABDH.
Yes, that was confusing.
Yeah.
Big in the late 2010s, I would say. Like more my middle school, early high school time. I never got into them that heavily. It's okay.
All right. So we'll see the crowd throughout today's show over across the street. You may hear some bass and other noise going on. All right. Other news, we got Pirates, we got Tulane. What's softball doing this weekend?
They're at North Texas.
Okay, so coming off a series win.
Mm-hmm. A big one.
And midweek
loss in extra innings to State.
Played the pack.
They should have won. They had no outs, bases, corners, and they did not score.
So they are 24-18, 8-7 in conference
play.
Sitting
at about 90 in the RPI.
Yeah,
which isn't bad.
Isn't good.
Not where Shane wants him to be. I can guarantee you that.
No, not at all. And baseball, we'll do an RPI check.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't much different from yesterday.
Probably not.
Pirates are hovering around, I guess, 30.
Yeah, right at 30.
So we'll check a couple of RPIs here. I'll go NCAA. You can go Warren Nolan, see if they're any different. East Carolina at 29.
Yep.
In the RPI for NCAA.com.
Warren Nolan says the same today. We went back.
Can you do the predicted RPI?
Yes.
And see what it says for ECU? Because I'm pretty sure they only have us losing like 4 games the rest of the year. It's kind of crazy.
This is correct. 39-16-1. Predicted RPI of 21.
Wow.
Which is a high-ranking 2 seed at that point.
We are predicted to really turn it on here.
Yeah.
And starting this weekend. Actually, it's already started. Pirates are on a roll, but continuing this weekend when they take on the Green Wave.
They have us sweeping this weekend.
All right.
That'd be cool.
A sweep would be nice.
Did you see the pitching rotations?
Did not, but
there's a major change.
I hear that we'll see Norby on Saturday.
You will.
And the reign of pain falls mainly in the plains of New Orleans.
He earned some trust, I guess, with Coach Godwin, and now he's getting the Friday night start.
Luke Payne back. How about Sunday?
Sunday's a big old question mark.
The TBD.
We'll find out.
All right. Jamie says he's 1-0 in Nerfies today. I have that parlayed with a couple of things, Jamie, including LaMelo Ball, 4 points in the first quarter.
Easy.
I've been parlaying that with a lot of things. So, yes. And I parlayed, I got 3 Nerfies parlayed, Pirates, Cubs, A's, Mets, and did I do Guardians, Braves? I might have done Guardians, Braves as well for that third. I had 3.
Guardians are a good nerfy team.
Yeah, the only one you got to worry about is Ramirez. If you can get by Jose Ramirez, you know what? Just walk him and get the rest of the guys out. Good nerfy Friday to you, Jamie. Got the Masters going on as we take a look at our Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Da Buck. Rory McIlroy, I believe, has bogeyed because I think he was 8 under, but right now he is 7 under, but 2 under for the day through 5. So got off to a great start. Justin Rose, one of the picks by Ryder Giles, is 2 shots back at 5 under. Sam Burns has played even par golf today, so he is at 5 under par. Patrick Reed, Jason Day with a group at 4 under. What's the Gotterup? Chris? Gotterup. Brooks Koepka and Shane Lowry with a group at 3 under par. Max Homa, Xander Schauffele are 2 under. Hideki Matsuyama is 1 under par with a group. Aberg and Scotty Scheffler, even par. Dustin Johnson, even par. Cameron Young, even par.
It's a tough one this year.
So he was he finished +1. He's -1 on the day. But just for him to be, in somewhat striking distance after a start yesterday is pretty good. Yeah. All right. Before we take a break, Shirley, we had a great edition of the Pirates and the Pros on Wednesday because Tuesday, a lot of Pirates were doing big things, but we've got some more guys who did well in Major League and minor league baseball on Thursday. Let's hear that.
Infield is in. 0-1 to Cunningham, and Carter swings and sends a drive towards right, falling fast and down. Both runners had to wait to make sure it wasn't caught, but J.R. Freethy scampers home, and Carter Cunningham is having a night at the office. He's 4 for 5 with a quartet of singles, now 2 RBI in the ballgame, and the C's lead 10-3.
Carter Cunningham there. Do we have some Trey Savage? Let's hear from Trey on his first rehab start, I believe.
0-2, splitter cut on and missed for strike 3. 1-2. Splitter swung on and missed for strike 3. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Here it is. Splitter called strike 3 on the inside corner. To November. Fastball called strike 3 at the top of the zone. Trey Savage, 6 strikeouts, and he's fanned 5 of the last 6, and that will be it.
That kind of sounded like the off the mark guy, Shirley.
I know, and we've actually had this same. we did this before.
So Dixon had a call that was the same as one of our famous calls.
Not sure what's going on. Savarino, however, going to the line.
Not sure what's going on.
Just a few seconds ago was in this exact position.
Position.
Enunciate your words.
1-1.
Hit this.
Hit it. Come on.
Come on, make this. Need it.
Shot is up.
That one falls. Off the mark. Here it comes.
Oh, no. Which, by the way, that was actually Trey's second rehab start.
Oh, okay.
And there is a Greenville, North Carolina connection. In Dunedin, which is where he was playing. There is a pitcher on the Dunedin Blue Jays by the name of Trace Baker. He is a South Central high school product.
Wow. Went
to UNC Wilmington and got signed by the Blue Jays. So he was actually in the dugout with one Trey Savage. So I'm going to reach out to him. He also happens to be the nephew of an old high school friend of mine. So I'm going to reach out to him and see if we can't get him on the show one day.
Sounds good. Let's take a break. As we go to break, can we pop up the Doggy Jams cam and see all the activity going on?
What's going on?
When we return, we'll talk some Pirate hoops, past and present, some Hornets, and overall basketball with Sam Hinnant. See if he's got any Coach Mack stories for us as well. When we return, Pirate Radio Live rolls on hour 1 on a Friday. We'll be back with you after these words.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Attavola Market Cafe. Attavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Attavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Attavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Attavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Attavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and AttavolaMarket.com. Attavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Hey O's fans, kick off your weekend with Party at the Yard, presented by Coors Light. Every Friday home game, hit the Coors Light Roof Deck and Legends Park for happy hour featuring $5 12-ounce Coors Lights when gates open until 1 hour after first pitch. Enjoy live music, photo ops, and entertainment all night long. And welcome a special guest splasher who will keep the good vibes going in the bird bath. Party with the O's on Fridays. Visit Orioles.com/party at the yard.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Play ball!
Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. New segment idea find Nick a girl at Doggy Jams.
Oh.
We're gonna run him over there and see if he can't find a date for.
Keep your pants on.
Yeah, well, that's great
Tarps
advice
off.
from Corey Glore. Keep your pants on, but tarps off, permitted. While we do that, let's hear from a former Pirate, Sam Hinnant, who joined us on the show to talk Pirate basketball past and present, some Charlotte Hornets, and more. Here is my chat with Sam Hinnant. Joining us on Pirate Radio Live, one of my all-time favorite Pirates. I was in school working at the student radio station calling some of his games back in the day. Sam Hinnant, the sharpshooter, joining us today. Sam, great to catch up with you. How you doing, man?
Doing well, Clip. How about yourself, man?
Doing good. As we came on, I said, you look about the same, but just like me, I see some grays instead of the black in the beard.
Yeah, man. I'm getting grayed out, man. I've learned to embrace it, man.
Yes,
I guess
sir.
that's. I was telling you before we got on here that it's a lot different. Look a little different than what I did 20 years ago, man, with the beard and the grays and the bald head, man. But it's part of getting older, I guess. So
20 years, man, it goes by. Sam, let's talk a little ECU because I talk to your old head coach every week. Monday, Mac McCarthy joins us on the show. We talk basketball, football, NASCAR, everything going on in sports. And I asked him Monday, like, is there any Sam Hinnant stories? And I don't know you personally, Sam. I've got to know you a little bit over the years. And I said, I assume he's a good dude that probably never got in trouble. And Mac actually said, yeah, that Sam never got in any trouble. Good guy. So he didn't have any real good stories about you. You got anything about Mac? What do you remember about Coach Mac back in the day?
My first encounter with Coach Mack, and I told a story while I was in college, was when he picked me up for my visit. I went to Fort Union, which it was a prep school. It was a military school. And Coach Mack actually drove up to Fort Union to pick me up before my official visit to ECU. And at Fort Union, we had to wear a uniform. So the first thing, as soon as I got off campus, it was like Fort Union is in the middle of Virginia, in the middle of nowhere. And I asked Coach Mack, I just met him for the first time because actually Coach Dixon and Coach Stokes was recruiting me then.
Yeah.
But Coach Mack picked me up and he said, I was like, it's a rinky-dink gas station. It looks sketchy as I don't know where. I said, Coach, can you pull over here so I can change my clothes right quick? and he pulled right over without no question. And right then and there, Coach Mack been my guy from day one since then because I knew that any other coach would probably like, man, we can wait until we get to a bigger city and whatnot. But it was a hole in the wall. It was a hole in the wall gas station. The Coach Mack picked me up and let me change my clothes, man, and let me get into some regular clothes, civilian clothes, other than the military clothes that I had in prep school. But yeah, me and Coach Mack, man, that was always my guy, man. He was definitely influential in my success at ECU, and I always he always have a place in my heart, just based on our relationship and how he allowed me to grow as a person and to grow as a man as I am today. So I appreciate
that's
Coach
great to
Mack
hear,
always.
Sam. And he dealt with Charles Barkley back in the day, so like whatever you and the other guys did probably was nothing compared to that. So
right. We had our times now. We had definitely experienced ECU, man. So I would say that that we had some days where we had to run, steps and run suicides, and I wouldn't say not for myself per se, but as a team we did. So we had our fun, man. I some things I won't repeat that we did back in the day, man. But yeah, Coach Mack, that's my guy, man. So.
Sam, man, I admit I was a bad ECU fan this past season. This was the first year I didn't go to a men's game since I don't even know when, 30 years, whatever. And I'm not proud of that. I hope I can get back into it next year, but I don't know, man. There was a disconnect or something, man. Did you go to any games? And I'm kind of getting to a point here where, like, I hate that I don't see more former players. I know you're in Charlotte. You got a family. You got a job. You got everything. But, like, just no connection to the past at all. And it takes me out of it a little bit.
Yeah, this year I was so busy. My son, again, I had him at ECU when it was his senior year. So I wasn't able to go to any games this year. A lot of the alumni, TJ, they reach out and they try to to get former players in. I always catch a game when they do come to Charlotte. I've been to. I didn't get to go this year because we were out of town that weekend. But I always catch a game when they do come to Charlotte. I've been to like the last 4 or 5 in Charlotte. I haven't been at ECU since a Letterman's Day. That's about, it may have been 2 or 3 years. My plan is to catch a game next year, hopefully in ECU or 2. But I did watch them from afar. I mean, again, nowadays everything's on TV, man. So every time I was able to watch them on ESPN Plus or whatever it may be, I did try to catch them. But again, they struggled a little bit. They had the one kid that was putting up a lot of points, but he didn't have many people to run with him, man. And I enjoy watching him play. But last year, I definitely went to the game when they played in Charlotte, and I probably was the loudest person in the arena, just based on how well they played. Man, it was really good last year.
We had
so
another great 4-year Pirate like yourself, R.J. Felton, last year.
Yeah, R.J.
With Jordan Riley. Jordan Riley was amazing this past season.
Yeah, he's good, man.
But and so there is an effort, at least, Sam, to try to get former guys involved, invested, I guess.
It is, it is,
That's
especially for Letterman's day, and they always reach out. They start that process, which is a lot different under this coaching realm than it has been in the past.
Good.
Before I didn't hear from any of the coaches before, and now they're trying to make it a thing to bring in former players. But it's just our due diligence just to try to come in and give that support like other schools, man. Because, again, I got a lot of friends from around Charlotte that graduated from other schools, like Donnell Mack, who played at Memphis, and I played him 4 times at Memphis. And I got a couple friends that played D2 at, like, Wingate or West Salem State, and they go back, and they're involved in their school alumni basketball program, and it's so different than ECU, even though we don't have that history that some of these schools have. It's important, though. You know what I mean? It's very, very important. So
definitely. Mac did say the other day that if basketball was played back when you played like it is now, who knows how many threes you would have made? But you are second all time on the 3-point list at East Carolina. What do you think about the way the game is played now, Sam? You watch it. Do you like it? Do you kind of miss, I don't know, maybe the inside game, the toughness aspect of it, or do you like all the shooting and everything?
I like it. I was always a shooter, and I remember last time I talked to Mac, I want to say it was during the cast for the old NC State game. And Max said then that me and James should have shot a lot more, and I look back, I'm like, man, these kids are letting it go, man. Yeah. And I wish that, I tell my dad all the time, I said, I'm glad I was born in the era I was, with social media and these kids getting paid a lot of money now and his egos and this and that. But if I played in this era now, man, I would be making a little bit of change, man, just based on how the game is played. You know what I mean? So, I watched that national championship game on Monday, and them kids couldn't hit the side of the backboard, Yeah. But again, it's different, man, and I think that if I had played in this era right now, I would probably succeed a lot, man, just based on how the game has changed. And again, I call it the Steph Curry effect, man. He changed the whole game of basketball, and he's a Charlotte kid as well. But yeah, man, I enjoy it, man. I enjoy, from the NBA to a lot of people will say that they don't enjoy the game of basketball now, man, just based on just all threes or just layups or dunks and this and that, man. But I enjoy it, man. I enjoy watching it, man. So.
Well, we'll definitely talk Hornets in a minute and the way they play. But Sam, we might not be having this conversation if you were playing in this era, because you might have ended up at, where would you have ended up your senior year? ACC, SEC? You'd have left little old East Carolina, man.
Man, I'm loyal, man. I don't know, man. We'll see, man. but again, I also was a broke college kid, man. That was struggling, man. So it's true, man. I think that even back then, if you go back to the teams I played on, it was almost a different team every year. Everybody transferred and everybody But even they had that rule that those years. But I think that if we all had stayed together back then, we would have had a lot of success. My senior year, we started 8-1. We then had injuries here and there, and off the court things went on, and then we were downhill from there. You know what I mean? But I just think that if we had all stayed together and everybody didn't transfer because they didn't want to play in this and that, and I toughed it out, man.
Yeah.
Started my sophomore year, man. I was banged up and lost my starting job, and I'm like, I'm not going nowhere, man. I enjoy the school, I enjoy the city, man. I'm gonna be loyal, but I mean, everybody's not the same. But now, I think I read earlier in the group chat with a few of my friends, I think it's like 42% of basketball players in the transfer portal right now. I'm like, it's all a business now, man, and I don't know how I would navigate that, but I know that their bank accounts are very, very nice right now. So, and that's always a plus. So,
no doubt, man. I don't disparage anybody for doing what they got to do for themselves. If somebody leaves, you're right though, Sam. ECU kind of created the transfer portal, man. We had guys leaving every year. In fact, one of my favorite teams and the best teams we've had here since 2000, I think it was kind of tail end of your career when we started to get Brock Young, Morrow, Abrams, and Jonte Sherrod was a great story too, because he didn't do much early on in his career. By his senior year, he was scoring 24, 22 a game or whatever. And that was a team that was built and stuck around, and I don't think we're ever going to see that again here or probably anywhere for that.
Right.
Matter,
they were all 4-year guys, and they were guys that came in when I was my junior, senior year, and Morrow, he started from the beginning because he was just a beast, but Brock, he started as a backup. You know what I mean? Brock could have went to bigger schools. Like a lot of people don't realize how good these guys were. Morrow had Auburn, and Brock had Wake Forest, and Jamar had VCU and all this, and they came to ECU and stuck around. And like you said, Jonte, man, that was my guy, man. I'm not saying little, he's a grown man with a family now, but Jonte back then, he was frustrated, you know, playing behind me and James and not getting a lot of playing time, and we always picked on him like, you can't shoot, man. That's why you ain't playing. And all of a sudden, I'm going back to the games after I graduated, and Jonte hitting 5-6 threes. I'm like, because he worked on his game and he stayed the course, and they stayed together, man. And again, like you said, we'll never see that again. We'll never see schools or teams that stick together and go through the hardships of losing and growing together. Now, just based on everybody getting paid and everybody just looking for a check, you know what I mean? Like you said, those mid-major, and I get it. Those mid-major players, they score 15, 16 points a game. I can go play around the corner in NC State and get paid 6 figures to score half of that. You know what I mean? So I understand, man. So
no doubt.
But yeah.
Sam Hinnant joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Sam, we'll talk some Hornets, man, because we've been waiting for winter. I know you have. You're a Charlotte guy for a long, long time, and I got to admit, I've probably talked crap about everybody on this team other than Brandon Miller. I was thinking about it today. I've called LaMelo a loser. I was like, Khan, just another white Duke guy. He's nothing. Charles Lee, and this was no disrespect to him. I was just thinking of like Borrego and all these other coaches we've brought in the past. I'm like, Charles Lee, I don't know Charles Lee. He ain't nothing. Like, I've crapped on all these guys, and now I'm a stan. I'm a fan. Like, I feel kind of bad that I've jumped back on the bandwagon, but they were so bad for so long. But damn, they are fun to watch, and they jack up a lot of threes. I'm not going to lie, for folks that hadn't watched them play. They throw them up, but they do play some good team basketball and have really developed a good chemistry, Sam.
Yeah. Again, I'm diehard, man. So I'm everything Charlotte when it comes to professional sports, especially. So I've never seen. It's been a while since it's been this much excitement for our basketball team and our sports team in Charlotte, in a long time, man. I think the main thing was, again, I was almost off the LaMelo bandwagon just based on his health. You know what I mean? He was never healthy. He was always hurt with the ankle or something. You know what I mean? And it was young, and they call the boys young and dumb, man, just based on how they just stuff that's not on social media, but they downtown and partying and this and that, and there's LaMelo driving crazy, man. There's a lot of things behind that, but I think that the pick of Con Knipple has just changed this whole thing, man. When they picked him, and I I was side eyeing that pick at first, just based on who he was and what we needed, and I was wanting to get rid of LaMelo and want another point guard and another stable, but
And it ain't
Connors
the
came
same
in.
player, Sam, but it felt like MKG because we knew the number 1 pick was going to be great, and we were
Right,
stuck
yeah,
with number 2. And a totally different player, but it's like, man, we missed out on a number 1 again, and we're going to get this guy, and he ain't going to be
right,
nothing.
yeah, exactly. So he it's been that way, man. We've been wanting, like it did same thing with Anthony Davis and all the way back to the Shaq days and
Dwight Howard and Emeka Okafor.
Wimby, like, and Brandon, like we and I thought we was gonna get flagged this year, man, and it didn't happen. But I think that Khan was just perfect for this team, where he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. We know that LaMelo is going to dribble the air out the ball. We know Brandon Miller is going to go get his own shots. We know Miles Bridges needs his shots as well. But Collins came in, has been that glue guy for them because he does a lot more than just shoot if you really watch him. You know what I mean? And it just changed the whole this environment and the whole culture. And I think that with that we are playing. Everybody keeps saying, why are we still in ninth? We play so well, but they don't realize that Brandon Miller and LaMelo was hurt at the beginning of the year, and we started off so bad. You know what I mean? And we're playing great basketball, man. I just hope that I'm mad that we missed out on opportunity in Boston, man. But they're a good team, and again, Charles Lee comes from that Boston, fold, and they play the same way. Shoot a lot of threes, young and athletic, and I think that as we get more experience, we're going to be tough to play with, man. So
we got Detroit tonight. We'll see if we can keep Moose out of getting in a fight again on the court. But
he almost did. He almost did the other night.
He likes to mix it up. I have said,
right.
Sam, like I love this team. They're not a championship team yet because they don't have like that veteran toughness. But if they do have one guy ready to go, it's Diabate. He'll go with just about anybody.
I like him, man. I like how they find a little gems, man, here and there that can go along with these young stars, and he's one of them. And he's a person that plays hard and doesn't back down from anybody. And I didn't know who he was, And then last year, all of a sudden, we was watching and we was like, who's this guy that's playing so hard and just everywhere? And it was him. I thought he was undersized, but it fits the new mold in the NBA of positionless basketball, and it works out for us, because we don't need somebody that shoots threes. We got that already. We need somebody that's gonna play tough, rebound, and play defense, and bring that toughness to a team that's not backing down from anybody right now. So if we get in that playoffs, man, we're gonna be a tough out.
I agree. I was upset they got rid of Sexton, but Kobe White's been great, and it's probably a great trade. And also the Kalkbrenner, I like him a lot too. I think he's been good.
Same. Same. And Kobe White was missed the other night against Boston, man, because when LaMelo went to the bench, man, Sion James, I like him too as well, but he struggled a little bit playing that lead role,
Well, you watched basketball, Sam, and played. When he missed that layup on the breakaway, that was it. Like everything changed after that, man.
That changed the whole game. We went from about to go up 9 points at the end of the quarter to a 4-point game, and the momentum was just gone, man. So yeah. But yeah, man, it's fun to watch these guys, playing on national TV, not getting beat by 40 points and getting that national recognition, man. And I think that we're gonna be tough going forward as long as we stay healthy, man. And health is the biggest thing, and that's always been the biggest thing with us. So,
Sam, we're up against it. I'm gonna let you run, but let's do it again, man. Let's talk. Maybe we'll talk in the playoffs, win a series or two. We can talk more. Hornets basketball. I know you want to talk about your Panthers too.
We got to do that.
So we'll get you back on, man. But great to catch up. Anything? Is your son playing ball, or is he a student? What's how about your family? How are they doing?
Yeah. He's a senior, man. He's just trying to figure it out, man. These kids these days are different, man. He had a senior year this year. Last year they won state championship. In their classification, and then this year they struggled a little bit. They lost about 12 or 13 games by a few points here and there. So we're just trying to figure out what's next for him, And my daughter, she's in competition dance now, so I'm a dance dad now, man. So I'm going to competition dances with just sitting back watching all these girls do dances and ballet and flips and stuff like that. So that's taking up my time as well, man. But other than that, man, I'm staying out the way, man. So
stay out the way. That's a good advice right there. Sam, appreciate you, man. Well, we'll keep in touch. Thank you so much.
All right, Clip, man. I appreciate the clip.
There is Sam Hinnant joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. And a couple of things. Good to hear that ECU is at least attempting to get former players involved at games, a part of the program, because that is certainly something that has just been missed over the decades. I've been following ECU basketball, and good to hear that it has improved under this coaching staff. So I like that. I would love for this to feel like more of a program than just a new team each and every year. Good to talk to Sam Hinnant. Well, hey, hopefully the Hornets can. I'm starting to get a little worried here. We're in the 9 spot right now, I think, and matched up against the Heat potentially in that 9-10 game. I don't know. I'd love to see the Hornets kind of win out here and maybe improve the spot, at least get to that 8 spot, so they would have a couple of chances to make it to the playoffs in the play-in. We will take a break. We'll come back and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. We'll check in with Doggy Jams Cam. I see a LaMelo Ball jersey out there. We got Reggie White jersey in the studio. Throwback. I like that. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aidan Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep specializes in pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. Get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville for the best selection now. Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Attention, Eastern Carolina. 360 Golf Carts just received a massive delivery of 40 new golf carts, and they're going fast. Right now, owner Brian Harris is celebrating with a special sale event, giving you the chance to upgrade and save big on your next ride. But hurry, with 40 carts and the best prices, they won't last long. 360 Golf Carts on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. Proud part of Pirates supporting pirates.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Rajay Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. My Braves have the Guardians this weekend. Gavin pitched Tuesday, so maybe they'll see him on Sunday or might miss out on him completely. But that series going on this weekend in Atlanta. We'll have O's baseball back on Pirate Radio tonight as they take on the Giants. Burley and the Cardinals hosting Shirley's Red Sox. We've got Clayton, Norby, and the Marlins in Detroit facing the Tigers. Zach Agnos and the Rockies playing good baseball right now, and they'll have a challenge this weekend as they take on the Padres starting tonight at 9:40 on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by DeBuck. Hornets playing the Pistons tonight. Hornets are favored by quite a bit, 5.5. Is Cade Cunningham playing? Not on the injury report, but Hornets are favorites tonight against the Pistons. Let me see if I can find a line for ECU and Tulane as that series getting underway tonight. Pirates playing very well right now. Tulane, as we talked to Corey Glore yesterday, if you want to do some last-minute scouting, you can go back to yesterday's show and hear our chat with Corey. They are inconsistent. They are around 500 and around 500 in the league as well. Let's see. Did they put out a line on this particular sports book? East Carolina, Tulane. I am currently not seeing it. Do not see it. If anybody out there can find ECU Tulane gambling line, please let me know. Pirates going with Luke Payne tonight. It'll be Ethan Norby going for the Pirates on Saturday, and then a TBD for Game 3 on Sunday. I believe the Pirates have the Pack coming up next midweek, so important to keep the wins going, and that would set up a huge midweek game with NC State next week. Softball Pirates on the road at North Texas this weekend for their weekend series. So a lot going on. We've got a ton of football to talk about. Going to save some of that for hour 3 of our show with Alex Harper and Morgan Ahlers. But let's just get the opening comments, Shirley, from Blake Harrell on our new Blue Pirate Report, and we'll dive into these later on in the show. But here is what Blake Harrell had to say when he came off the practice field today with a lot of spectators.
Thank you to our faculty and staff who came out and mean so much to this university, this community, and this program. Without them, they're taking care of our guys in class, or whether they're making sure that the plumbing works or the heating and air work and all those things they do for our university. So just thank them for coming out, checking a little practice out, and just what they do for our young men and for our university in general. So just wanted to kind of appreciate them today. I thought, our main goal was to get better from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2. I thought we made some strides in that direction. We're still learning. We're getting better every single day, and we got a long ways to go. I think it's about 148 days until Alabama, September 5th. It's been about 147 days since we've been here, so we're in Dowdy, so it's about halfway point on that. But excited about where we're going, excited about moving that direction. And, we had this little thing in thought of the day in our staff meeting this morning. It was about passion. And passion, we all have passion for something in our lives. And then you go back to the Greek meaning and some different backgrounds there of what passion is. It's really about giving something up. Would you give something up for your passion? Would you give up something for the game of football or to go win a championship? And we talked to our young men this week about being disciplined and what it's going to take to go win a championship, what it's going to take that next step and bring a championship to Greenville and to Dowdy-Ficklin and to East Carolina. So we got to continue to push that way, and I think we have passion for this game, but we got to make sure we're all in, and that's everybody involved. But proud of the way we're moving, and still got 1 week of spring ball left. Next week we'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday practice-wise. Probably do a light Monday, pretty heavy Wednesday, like a normal season Wednesday, walk through Friday, and then go play on Saturday. Not exactly sure, what type of scrimmage setting we'll have. I think we get about 13 healthy offensive linemen right now, so that's cutting out some of our reps, which is probably stunting the growth of some of our skill guys. But it'd be good to get some of those guys back. Hopefully add a couple more before fall camp rolls around. So this time.
All right, Blake Harrell, his opening comments today. We will, of course, talk a little QBs. We'll talk some O-line with Bryce Weaver and look at the defensive side of the ball with Julian Davis as well later on our new Blue Pirate Report. But right now, we'll take a break. Coming up, hour 2, we've got Tony Dunn joining us as see if anything is going on. Got the text last night from the Shield CW, who joins us to talk fantasy football during the summer. The draft invite to the party less than 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. That's exciting. Tony will join me. Also, Michelle Smallmon went one-on-one with Jonathan Ellerby. You hear her mornings on ESPN Radio here on Pirate Radio, and got that interview coming up hour 2 as well. We roll on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right. For Sierra 2500, 3.9 plus $1,000 in purchase allowance, we have over 10 to choose from. You got free pickup and drop off, a free car wash and vacuum. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse, bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at EncinoRestaurant.com.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, a lot of bass rattling the Pirate Radio building today. Do we still have our Doggy Jams cam? The Doggy Jams cam is dead. What happened to the Doggy Jams cam? What? I'm getting shrugs from Studio B. Nobody knows what happened to the Doggy Jams cam. We have a lot of folks across the street from us right now, which is why I told Tony we'll just do a call because I didn't want him trying to park in all this mess. Tony Dunn joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line. What's up, Tony?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing good. A lot going on here downtown Greenville. Not a lot going on in the NFL. The story of the week has involved a head coach and a reporter, Tony.
I've seen some of the scandal.
Yeah, and I was wondering, we could make jokes about it, laugh about it like everybody, but, does it matter to you, the journalistic integrity portion of this? Do you care? I mean, obviously we know that some coaches have relationships with reporters and like certain people more than others. That happens to us here at Pirate Radio when it comes to coaches and stuff. That's just kind of the way it is. But does that side of it bother you at all, or do you even care?
No, I don't really care at all. I mean, it's how much integrity is surrounding, I guess sports in a sense.
Yeah.
So, I guess you could just talk about like how potentially in this world access is and doors are opened by various things that aren't just talent in a sense.
Yeah.
So if that's part of the story, but she was an established national reporter, and I don't think it's like all of a sudden she's getting big scoops all of a sudden that she wasn't privy to before.
I don't know how much people know the history of Rossini and her name being disparaged as far as getting stories and maybe the things she does. There was a former Washington GM, Scott McGlowan, and he was apparently a good hire when we got him, I think, from Seattle. But his wife came out and said that Rossini got very intimate with her husband, and we also, I guess he had some major alcohol problems too. He we got rid of him, I feel like, kind of quietly, brushed him under the rug. But not the first time Diana Rossini has been pointed out for maybe having some intimate relationships with football coaches and front office people.
Yeah, I saw an interview with her, like on a panel or a podcast panel or something, and she was just like railing on her husband. So like it was just,
yeah, I feel like she's being
the end of the year. I wouldn't say railing, but it was like, man, we're just all candid right now.
Yeah, she made jokes and was being funny. The problem is when stuff like this comes out, it doesn't look like jokes, and that's kind of been an issue with it all. Tony, we sit here less than 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, and Panthers have made additions. I kind of ask you each week just to update it. Have you circled any guys you really want? Prioritizing any positions? Anything you really want to see less than 2 weeks from now when the Panthers make their first round pick?
No, I don't think so. It's that it looks like, and because I'm not like a draft guru, and I'm not going to spend thousands of hours looking at tape and forecasting all of this for it to not pan out at all. I just been watching the 30 visits, the official visits that the Carolina Panthers have. Last week, they kind of celebrated the fact that I think it was on Tuesday when we did our show this past week, that this was 1 year ago. They met with Tetaroa McMillan and then drafted him in the first round, and that Dan Morgan had been impressed with him and since like September of the year before. So he was convicted about that player from the beginning, is the terms that Joe Person used or whoever. But so I'm watching those 30 visits and just to see if it gives you insight. And right now, the Panthers have met with like 3 safeties, 3 tight ends, and 3 offensive linemen, and a couple of quarterbacks that would go like last round. So you're just kind of targeting, like it shows that they have a lot of interest in offensive line, safety, and tight ends. And we had a guest on our show on Tuesday, and I asked the guest is like, how often do teams stray from drafting outside their 30 official visits, or are those guys that, like, is that common for them to select a guy that they haven't met with? And he gave some insight that I didn't expect, and I thought was pretty good, is that for the first rounds, you shouldn't just look at the visits, because they've met with these guys at the combine, they've talked with their coaches and their families. So that visit is not as important for guys that they have scouted so heavily. But like looking at those second, third, and fourth round or mid-round picks, those visits are important to them. And learning about those guys. In one case I thought was interesting is sometimes that these teams schedule visits with guys that they don't think that they're going to get at all, but that 5 years from now when free agency pops up, they have more insight into the player. Yeah,
that reminds me of like recruiting today in basketball and football. You probably you talk to a guy you're probably not going to get, but when he's ready to come back home in the transfer portal, you got your name out there and a relationship built. Tony, let's do a little exercise here. We got a few minutes left. How important are rounds 5 through 7? Can you really find gems in those rounds? I'm going to go from the Cam Newton era and just rattle off picks 5 through 7 rounds for the Panthers, and we'll talk about if any of these guys hit. All right, Tony?
All right, let's go.
All right, so 2011, round 5, the receiver Pilares played in 20 games, it says. Guy from Hawaii. Lawrence Wilson, Zachary Williams did not play a game. Lee Ziemba was a tackle. I don't think you have anything to say about any of those guys?
No, I remember the first guy briefly, but not that he made, clearly 20 games.
5th round pick, 2012, Josh Norman. Definitely found a diamond in the rough there, so it can be done. 6th round pick, Brad Nortman, who was a punter. And then 7th round pick, DJ Campbell, says he played in 9 games. Obviously, Josh Norman, to get him in the 5th round, that's almost a franchise guy for you.
Yeah, look, he played great for the Panthers. Kind of struggled and, had a difficult relationship with Ron Rivera in his first year. I can't remember why he went so late, like what the reasoning behind that was, but and then he went on and signed a good contract with you guys.
I liked him in Washington because I didn't think he was going to come in and be like the best corner in football, but I thought he was a great turnover creator. Probably not like worth the money, I guess, so to speak, but I thought he was decent. I think people look back on him worse than he actually was in Washington.
Yeah, I agree. He's better than he was a good corner, better than average.
Yeah.
Right. And some of those players can be great players when they're on good teams. As I always said that Trey Boston was kind of like this. Trey Boston was a great player when he was on great defenses, and he was an average player on bad defenses.
Yeah. 2013, I think this one hit for you, Tony. Round 5, A.J. Klein, linebacker. Or at least hit for somebody. He was in the league for a while. And then 6th round, I don't care if this one hit or not. You had to make this pick. Kenjon Barner from Oregon. That's just a fun pick in the 6th round. So how about those guys?
Yeah, we were hoping that he would turn into a barn burner, right? But he kind of was an all-around player. He wasn't awful. And A.J. Klein was what you get when you draft a 5th round linebacker is he played pretty well at times. He was able to get better. I think he went and played for the Bills afterwards and was pretty successful there. But I would say those are 2 hits or 1 hit right there.
Let's go 2014. Ben Wickery, who became like a cult favorite and then had that 1 game against Julio Jones and was never heard from again, I guess.
Sticky Wiki. I was a big fan of him because he came on our podcast. Right. And, so if I get a player, our podcast is not the most conducive, I guess, for player interviews and press passes. But I defend this guy, man, is that he had a great rookie season. He was on a great team, but he got hurt. He suffered a major leg injury. And Ron Rivera at one point was dogging him for his conditioning or something like this, and he was recovering. And they threw him out there. He was a nickel corner. His first game back after like a year and a half removed from football. No training camp, nothing like that. And they said, go man up Julio. And he got torched. And then Ron Rivera threw him under the bus afterwards. And I still think that, okay, he got torched. He had a bad game. And he wasn't, but it's a lot to ask to cover Julio. And especially hey, welcome back to the NFL. I hope you are ready.
Yeah, brutal. Not great coaching there by Ron. 2014, also 6th round pick Tyler Gaffney says no games for the running back there. We got another running back here.
Player.
Huh?
he was a great preseason player.
Another guy, 2015, Tony, you wanted to be good. Cameron Artis-Payne was a 5th-round pick. And linebacker David Mayo says he played 132 games. I don't know. I don't remember him.
Yeah, Mayo turned out to be good. Maybe that's who I was thinking about went to Buffalo, actually. Cameron Artis-Payne was good, dude. I don't know what you guys were watching.
Cap. Nobody believed in Cap like Tony Dunn. 2016, 5th-round corner Zach Sanchez played in 5 games. Tight end Bo Sandelin, 0 games. So nothing to speak of there, Tony.
Terrible draft that was. That draft right there was because of because Dave Gettleman got in a fight with Josh Norman, rescinded the franchise tag, and then did what he said he was never going to do, and that is like force yourself into a corner in the draft. And he drafted 3 corners.
Bradbury and Worley were the other 2.
Yeah, and Bradbury was good, but the other 2 guys were bums.
Vernon Butler, your 1st-round pick that year.
Oh, look.
2017, 5th-round corner, Corn Elder. Fullback in 6th round. I like this dude. I think he ended up going to Washington with Ron, but why are you drafting a fullback, Alex Arma? And then in the 7th round, the one that got away, Harrison Butker. That's a pretty good rounds 5 through 7 there, Tony.
Yeah, not bad. And they didn't have the guts to go with Butker.
Yeah. Let's go to 2018, 5th round, Jermaine Carter, linebacker. Andre Smith, linebacker, played a handful of games. And then Kendrick Norton, defensive tackle in the 7th round, no games. Any of those names you remember?
Remember that they were guys. I think this is how bad Carolina was at that time. Is that you actually were asking those guys to play like roles on the team, and you should at no point be needing those guys to be contributors anytime soon. And it's just a hope and a prayer that they will ever be.
I feel like the quality's dropping off here a little bit. 2019, 5th round, Jordan Scarlett, running back, tackle Dennis Daly, and wide receiver Terry Godwin. And I don't know those guys at all, Tony.
Negative. Nothing out of them.
2020, Kenny Robinson is the safety in the 5th round. Bravion Roy, defensive tackle, 6th, and Stanley Thomas Oliver, 7th. I don't know any of those names.
Bravion Roy was all right, man. Like, he played pretty well at some times. And then they did this weird thing, like we didn't have a nose tackle, and it was in that 3-4 system that and somehow they cut the best, biggest guy on the defensive front, Bravion Roy, and put in somebody that was like, I forget that he was undersized. But no, he wasn't good, but he had like 1 or 2 good games.
45 games played. A ton of 5th through 7th round picks in 2021. Do you remember or did you like any of these guys? Davion Nixon, Keith Taylor, Deontay Brown, Shi Smith, Thomas Fletcher, Phil Hoskins.
Shi Smith was a fan favorite. They liked him. And Deontay Brown, he was the big boy from, I think, Alabama.
Yep, Alabama.
And Matt Rule said he was just too fat. And, he's actually playing in the UFL right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 games, according to this, for the Panthers. Let's go 2022. 6th round, Amari Barno, Cade Mays in the 6th round, Kalen Barnes. Any of these guys with the Panthers right now?
Cade Mays turned out to just get a big contract with Detroit. Center played a lot for started basically. It was best center on the team last year. And Amari Barno, gosh, that's that era, man, of them just drafting skinny edge players that are going to work in the NFL.
We're to 2023 5th rounder. Cool name, Jamie Robinson out of Florida State.
Love Jamie Robinson's name. He never did anything then.
All right. We're at 2024. Chow Smith Wade, Jaden Crumedy, and Michael Barrett were 5 through 7. I don't know any of those dudes, Tony. Do you?
I think Chow Smith Wade plays safety. Is that right?
DB, yep.
Yeah, so look, again, these late guys that I guess, and many times it's like these guys actually, we should be celebrating that they have that they play at all.
Well, that's kind of the point. I was just seeing, were these guys rostered? Did these guys play? Because you are.
He had a couple of games.
Yeah. How about from 2025? Did any of these guys make an impact on the field, Tony? You've got defensive tackle Cam Jackson, tight end Mitchell Evans, and then Jimmy Horn, who we saw play against ECU. He was drafted in the 6th round. Any of those guys play for the Panthers last year?
Yeah, Mitchell Evans, I think, led the team in touchdowns. Something like that. He had at least 4 touchdowns. He was pretty good. I like him. I think he has something. He has some promise.
So you're going to get some guys that aren't going to make an impact here, but I guess what we've learned in this exercise is you can find some depth. You can certainly find, if nothing else, some preseason darlings, some fan favorites. So we'll see if the Panthers get any of those guys late rounds this year. But Josh Norman, Butker, he talked about Cade Mays, like guys that actually performed on the field. You can find those guys rounds 5 through 7.
Can I just make one comment on this in draft strategy? Is that when we hear about a player getting traded mid-season, then that's good, and they're trying to just get him off the roster because they can't afford him. Miss me with this, we got a 6th or a 7th round pick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's I would say just take all your 5, 6, 7 picks, package them all together, and try to get 1/3.
Right. Yeah. Okay. There's Tony's synopsis of this exercise today. All right, Tony, we'll talk more draft with you next week. Everybody check out the C3 Panthers podcast. Appreciate you, man.
All right. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
I like the little walks down memory lane when it comes to the NFL and the Panthers. We'll take a break, come back. Michelle Smallmon went one-on-one with Jonathan Ellerby, and you'll hear it after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming. Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance. Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Rusty!
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Kim McNeil, head women's basketball coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and then their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Flip Brock.
All right, quick Doggy Jams update. Walked out the front door during the break. The DJ said, if you're getting effed up today, put your hands in the air. And I kept my hands down. And the most diabolical driving instructor ever had a student driver driving down the road during Doggy Jams. Imagine doing your driver's ed in the middle of drunk college students with bass rattling your windows.
But that's real life experience.
I mean, that person is going to know, that girl's going to know how to drive.
As opposed to how I learned how to drive, which is on a daggone driving range. Yeah.
Like golf balls?
No. An actual driving course, so to speak. Farmville Central had one.
I like the idea of golf balls being hit at you, though. And you got
while you're driving, you got to avoid being hit. Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll have more Doggy Jams updates throughout today, but right now we'll get to Jonathan Ellerby and Michelle Smallmon as they had a one-on-one chat. Let's hear it.
All right, welcome in to Pirate Radio Live today. Got a very special guest joining us, and from New York City, from the studios of Unsportsmanlike at ESPN Radio. It's the one and only Michelle Smallmon. Michelle, welcome to Pirate Radio. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me. Being on Pirate Radio, what a thrill.
Well, it is a thrill to hear you mornings on Pirate Radio, as you are one of the great co-hosts of the morning show Unsportsmanlike. What's that like for Michelle to be in the co-host on a national morning show?
Still surreal, honestly. I sometimes will see myself in the monitor, or when we leave, there's TVs everywhere here at our ESPN studios, and I'll see them playing back our clips or see a clip of us on First Take or something. And I'm like, who let me have this job? Like, how is this real life? Because I don't know. I just never envisioned this for myself. It's so far beyond anything that I ever thought that my life would be. And to get to do it alongside Evan Cohen and Chris Canty, who are two of the kindest, most fun, talented people that you would ever meet, it's just really a dream come true.
Everybody sees you right now, and obviously, I mean, professionally, you look like you are living your best life and having a blast and doing a great job in the mornings. But what's the journey been like to get to where you are today?
Oh gosh, very long, and it was not a linear path for me. A lot of people know when they go to college what they want to be, and then when they get out of college, they set off on that path, and they have these certain benchmarks that they hit. That was not the case for me. I went to college. I wanted to be pre-med. I wanted to be a dermatologist and pivoted there. And thankfully I did, because I don't want to think of a world where I'm giving medical care to anyone. That doesn't feel like a great choice on my part or that the patient's part. And then I was a producer for a really long time. I was always behind the scenes. I never really had any desire to get on the other side of things, but the people that I worked with would bring me on the air to set segments up, or they would bring me on the air to ask my opinions. And more people kept pushing me towards that side of things, down that road. And then when I was at the network producing, I was producing for Ryan Russillo and Danny Cannell, and that show started to take a different shape, and we didn't know what the future would be. I was actually interviewing at the time for a job on a soon-to-be TV morning show that we now know and love as Get Up, on a for a production role, and they had talked to me about maybe producing what was the next iteration of Mike and Mike, which was Goldick and Wingo at the time. So as I was weighing my options to see what I would do, 101 ESPN in St. Louis, my hometown station, called me up, and they were like, "Listen, we're revamping the morning show. We've never had a woman host full time here, and we would love for you to consider coming back home and being the first to do it." And I thought, you know what? People have been pushing me down this path. If I'm ever going to try it, doing it in my home market where I know the teams, I know the coaches, I know the players, I know what the sports fan wants, I know the pulse of that market, and I know the people that I will be working with, and I know that they'll take great care of me. If I'm ever going to do this, this is as close to a dream scenario as I could possibly ask for. So I moved back home to St. Louis to host the morning show there, and the rest is kind of history.
Wow, quite a path from starting off to wanting to be a dermatologist to being the morning co-host on Unsportsmanlike. Michelle, what were you an athlete or a sports person your whole life? It seems like you have a huge passion for covering sports.
Yeah, so I played soccer my entire life, but I really am sitting in this chair because of my dad. My dad and I are very close, and he is a sports fanatic. And growing up, I'm really close with both my parents, but there was just something about my dad and sports. I always wanted to do whatever he was doing. If he was like, "I'm going to the Cardinals game," I'd be like, "Can I come?" And he's like, "I mean, you're 4. I don't know if you're going to enjoy this." But he just started bringing me with him, everywhere he went. So some of my earliest memories are going to Cardinals game and my dad teaching me how to keep score, or going to the Blues game with my dad, our hockey team in St. Louis, obviously, and getting plucked out of the crowd to go shoot a puck on the ice during intermission to win a bike. Like little things like that, I always remember being such a huge part of my childhood growing up. I remember we would be doing laundry, like folding laundry, and my dad would draw up like little plays, and he would throw the socks to me, and I'd have to fold them, and I would pretend to interview him at halftime of Monday Night Football. It was just, omnipresent in my house. Sports was always a main vehicle for whatever we were doing, but I never really thought that that could be my career, because there weren't people that looked like me that occupied the seat that I was currently in. So while I always loved it, it felt out of reach for me because there weren't many spots for women. So I'm very thankful that the industry has evolved in that way, and that not only I have a seat now, but hopefully I can pull up a chair for some other women as well.
And that's what I want to ask you about next, just to get to the level of where you are now on a national radio show and TV show, because people can watch you on ESPN2 and ESPNU. It's hard for anybody, but the female part of it as well. Were there any mentors or anybody that helped you along the way that gave you that extra push or nudge that got you to where you are right now?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think anybody gets to any point in life without having people that believed in them and helped them along the way. But I've been so fortunate to have so many people on my path that recognize something in me that perhaps I didn't even see in myself. A huge name that comes to mind is was my former co-host in St. Louis, Randy Carricker. He's still in the St. Louis media scene, but Randy is a legend in St. Louis. He's been doing this for a really long time. And I was lucky enough to be his producer at one point. And he was the one that was like, "No, you could really do this as far as hosting is concerned." And so much so that when I became his co-host at one point, he made sure to go out of his way to prop me up in so many ways. So Randy Carricker is certainly someone that helped me. My boss in St. Louis, Tommy Mattern, is someone I'm still very close with, that really breathed confidence into me and would take the time to do listening sessions with me and make sure that I was developing in a really important way. Even here, Evan and Canty, having them have confidence in me and making sure that we're communicating and that they're giving me the space to do things that I want to do is really important, because I think when I first got into this industry, especially being a woman in this industry, you know that no matter what happens, as soon as that light goes on and you start talking, there's unfortunately a portion of our audience that's going to discredit you because they want to say, you've never played before, you didn't do this. Well, guess what? You and I probably played the same amount of games in the NFL, which is 0. You know, just because I'm a woman and I didn't play football doesn't mean that I can't observe it and study it in the same manner that you can. But a lot of times you wanted to prove how much you knew, and you wanted to prove how hard you were working to study this and talk to the players and talk to the coaches. And working with Evan and Canty has been so amazing and refreshing because they just want me to be myself. I don't need to prove anything. They know how hard I work. They know what it took for me to get here, and they really empower me to just be myself, which I think is really great.
What are some of your other secrets to your success to get where you are? Because you have a job that appears so fun that it doesn't appear like work, but you do have to work to be really good at it. So what are the secrets that Michelle can offer our listeners today?
You know, you're so right about that, because I think people see us and we're sitting here, we're hanging out, we're just talking about sports, we're laughing, and that's what everybody does every single day with their friends, right? They sit around, they laugh, and they talk about sports. So they think, hey, I could do that, but they have no idea the preparation that goes into this. So I always tell people, imagine if you were giving a presentation at work. Let's say it was a 30-minute presentation. You would likely prepare for weeks. You would be making a PowerPoint presentation. You'd be writing notes. You would be making sure that whenever you got up there that you were able to effectively deliver your message to your peers. Imagine doing that for 4 hours every single day in front of an audience of millions of people, because that's what we do. We don't have a script. We don't have a prompter. This is just all of us talking for 4 hours every single day. And we are supposed to entertain, we're supposed to opine, and we're supposed to inform. And that is a difficult thing to do when you don't have a safety net all the time. So I would say the secret is twofold. One, read, read, read. I read so much every single day. I am reading things from my colleagues here at ESPN on a national level. If I know we're talking about the Ravens, I'm reading things at the local level. Obviously, you're watching games and you're making notes and you're, anticipating what your co-hosts are going to say, and you're going to drill in on the analysis that you're going to give. But I always want to make sure that I am observing things from a variety of lenses, because I'm not boots on the ground in a place like Baltimore, so that I know that whenever I do open my mouth to give my opinion on something, it's an informed opinion. It's as informed as I can be without being in that space. And that's a difficult thing to do on a national level, because we have to be attuned to everything. I mean, today we're talking about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. We're talking about Knicks Celtics. We are talking about the NFL draft. I mean, we cover every single sport, and it's really hard to do that. So you have to read and be up on things as much as possible. And I would say the other, I don't know if it's a secret to a success or detriment to my life, is know that you're going to have a terrible schedule and you're not going to sleep much. And you're just going to try to make up for it and different ways that you can. But it's such a blessing and a privilege to be able to sit in the seat every day that if I have to only get 4 hours of sleep to do it, I'll figure it out.
She is Michelle Smallmon, unsportsmanlike co-host. And that was my next question. Walk us through a day in the life of Michelle, at least Monday through Friday, of what time are you getting up to get to the ESPN radio studio? And just give us a quick little rundown of what it's like to be you.
Okay, well, let's say it was a Monday during the fall, because football season is easy because it's very copy paste every single day. So starting on Sunday, you're watching as many games as you can in the 1:00 slate. So you've got Red Zone going, and then whatever usually is the game of the week in that slate, you've probably got on another screen so that you can isolate on that. We are writing notes during the game for ourselves, but we have to actively send them on the group chat so that everybody kind of knows what everybody's thinking, and we can formulate what topics we actually think are pertinent for our audience and what we want to talk about the next day. So I am watching games, writing my notes, sending them to everyone else. Then we're also cutting commercials that we're sending in so that it's fresh as the day goes on. Then you're watching the 4:00 slate, and then you're staying up to watch Sunday Night Football. You're going to sleep for probably 4 or 5 hours and change. I get up at 4 a.m. I move very slow in the 4 a.m. hour, as you can imagine. So you're getting coffee, you're showering, you're getting dressed, and you're kind of out the door. I'm in hair and makeup by 5, and then we are live. That light goes on, and you are live from 6 to 10. Then on Mondays, well, every day we have a post-show meeting, but Monday we have a more in-depth post-show meeting where we talk about the show we just had. We look ahead to Tuesday, and then we kind of preview the week. So that's usually like an hour. I might have things like this after that, interviews with various people who want to talk to us about our show, which is so cool and fun. And then you start prepping for the next day. So we get a very basic bones of what the rundown is going to be earlier in the day, and you start to work off of that. And then okay, I have maybe a couple hours to do whatever I need to do, cook lunch, work out, do my laundry, whatever that is, because I need to have myself in place to watch Monday Night Football so that I'm ready to go so we could talk about it on Tuesday. So you don't have a lot of wiggle room in your day because especially with social media and the intensity of the news cycle now, there's always something else that's happening that you have to be up on. And yeah, you're not going to get a lot of sleep, especially during the fall, but it's, when that light goes on and you're hanging out with people that you genuinely enjoy and you're talking about sports, there's an adrenaline rush that comes with it that you can't really describe. It's really fun.
Ooh, you exhausted me. Sounds like a lot of adrenaline, maybe a lot of caffeine too. Is that help you get through it?
Okay, so here's one coffee. Here's my second coffee that I had for the day. And what you didn't see is the one I drank at my apartment. So overly caffeinated for sure. People are like, wow, do you nap during the day? I'm like, nap during the day. I can't, like, my body and my mind cannot shut down. But in order for me to be able to wake up effectively after not sleeping, it's the only route. See, now Canty is an athlete. Athletes have a very unique superpower where they know how to shut it down. It's the cadence of their whole life with the workouts and things of that nature. I don't know what it is, but he can leave after a show and power it down for like 2 hours and just take a nap. So he's constantly, now he has a newborn son. So he's definitely the most sleep deprived out of all of us. But before that, he had it down to a science. He was like, you've got to take a nap during the day. I'm like, I don't know how you are able to do that. I can't. But he also drinks less coffee than I do. So that's probably a sneaky tip.
You're living the dream. A lot of people dream of working at ESPN or in some capacity. What's the best part of being an employee working at ESPN?
This is going to sound cliche, but the answer is absolutely true. It's the people that work here, and mostly the people you don't see are what makes this place go. Obviously, Evan and Canty are absolute dreams to work with, but it's all the people behind the scenes that are so talented and so dedicated to their crafts that make us better and that make this such a unique work family environment that make this place the best possible place to be. And to your point, all of us dreamed of working here, and we recognize how special it is that we actually get to do this for a living, and that palpable energy is with you every single day. I mean, I just outlined our day. We are so tired. We get here early in the morning, and it's like a party when you get here. I go to hair and makeup. Everyone's drinking coffee. There's music going. You have Sports Center on. We're all talking about the game from the night before. It kind of reminds me of college in that way. Remember when you used to be in college and you walk around campus and you'd bump into people on the quad or whatever, and you'd be like, hey, oh my God, how was the party last night? It was so great. That's what it's like walking the halls. You're bumping into Dan Orlovsky. You're like, can you believe the Bengals lost that game? And he's like, oh my God. And then you turn the corner and it's Stephen A. Smith or, whoever it is that's here. And now we're in the same building as Good Morning America and Kelly and Mark. So the other day we're walking down the halls and it's Hugh Jackman is like, oh, what do you think about the Knicks? I'm like, I don't know, Wolverine. You tell me. What do you think about the Knicks? Like, you know what I mean? It's just a really cool environment. So while we work really hard and we definitely make some sacrifices and there's a lot of discipline that's required to get to this point, once you get here, it is pretty awesome.
That is very cool. What is a hot topic in sports that is your number one thing you want to talk about and cover the most?
Oh, so I'm really unique because we cover football pretty extensively, as you know, and I love football. Football is the easiest thing to cover because of the ebb and flow of the season. You know what the topics are going to be, you know what the matchups are, the whole country is locked into certain games. And football, just from a conversation point, is really easy and fun to discuss. But I'm from St. Louis. I love baseball. I'm a baseball girl at heart, and that's one thing. I was actually talking about this yesterday at a lunch with some work colleagues. I'm like, this time of the year where during the day it's sunny and it's warm, but it still has a hint of chill in the air, I miss going to the ballpark to cover a game. I miss the clock hitting 3 p.m. and you're like, okay, the park is open. We need to go for BP and all of that. There's just like a certain smell in the air that you get when you're going to baseball games this time of year. And I don't get to do that anymore because of our schedule. Like if I'm going to a baseball game, it's to enjoy it as a fan, which is cool. I get it on a different side now, but I really do miss going to baseball games with the frequency that I did being in St. Louis.
People poke fun of me around the Pirate Radio studios because I say there's nothing better than day baseball. And
there's nothing better than day baseball. You are so right.
Thank you.
Co-sign your take.
Thank you. From a national radio host, Michelle is on board, and Evan is all over the place of who his sports teams are. But I'm getting the vibe that you're St. Louis through and through, and then I know your college is Illinois. Is there anything outside the box that aren't your teams outside of those?
Let's see. Cardinals for baseball. Absolutely. I always tell people when they talk about baseball in St. Louis, I go, the Cardinals are so important to St. Louis that they have a seat at the dinner table. Like they are literally like family. That's how much people care about the Cardinals in St. Louis. The Cardinals, excuse me, are my baseball team. The Blues are my hockey team. City SC from St. Louis is my soccer team. And then, as you know, the Rams brutally abandoned us. So I was an NFL free agent and I became the NFL Bachelorette and went on a quest for love and definitely found love with the Green Bay Packers. So the Packers are now my NFL team. And I don't have a firm NBA team yet, but I will say I am fresh off my third Nets game of the season. I went to the Nets Pacers game last night and I really like the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, they're not formidable right now on the basketball court, but I feel like that's a good time for me to get in because I really want to cheer for a New York team. So it has to be a basketball team. And everyone here is a Knicks fan. And it feels like, blasphemy almost that I would jump on the Knicks bandwagon now because the Knicks fans have been long suffering for a long, long time. And now the Knicks are good. It feels wrong for me to jump on this bandwagon and pretend to be a Knicks fan. So I feel like the fact that the Nets are definitely in a rebuilding mode, it's a good place for me to be. So I'm flirting with being a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Well, we'll wait to see where the rose lands on the NBA side. Now, I've talked to Evan, and I mentioned, you're a big Cardinals fan. The connection with Pirate Radio in East Carolina is Alec Burleson, the former East Carolina Pirates. So when he does great things, I want you to brag about him on Unsportsmanlike in the morning.
Oh, okay? You got it. I would be so happy to. That would be amazing.
Tell us some more things about Michelle. What would you tell 18-year-old Michelle right now if you had to have a conversation with her?
Oh my gosh, what would I tell? Okay, so 18-year-old Michelle was fresh in college. I would tell her a couple things. I would say, make sure that you savor these next 4 years because the University of Illinois gave me so much. When Illinois went on this amazing run to the Final Four, I was trying to express to Evan and Canty how awesome this was for me and for my friends because our freshman year, Illinois went to the national championship game and we hadn't been back to the Final Four since. And that changed the whole trajectory of my career. That college gave me so much. It gave me my education. It gave me my career in so many ways. It gave me my best friends on planet Earth. And it was just a bubble of happiness in a cornfield. It was just such a special time in my life that I would tell 18-year-old Michelle to really savor it. I would tell her to take more pictures because I definitely don't. I mean, we didn't have iPhones back then, so I don't have the documentation that we do now. I would say when you're going to these basketball games, take pictures because, in 21 years, you're going to want to post it as like a throwback Thursday when you're back in the Final Four. And I would tell her to continue to work hard and be positive and to know that good things are coming. Because I feel like when I graduated from college in 2008, the economy had crashed and there weren't a lot of media jobs. And what I thought was going to happen is that I was going to move to Chicago and work for the Big Ten Network and live by all my friends from college. And instead, I moved home to St. Louis. I had to move back in with my parents. And I got so lucky that I got a job at one of the local television affiliates, but I was a production assistant working from 3:30 in the morning until 2 p.m. in the afternoon, running scripts, getting coffee, running the prompter, doing whatever needed to happen. And then I wanted to work in sports so desperately that I would go to the sports office from 2 to 6 for free. And I would just sit around and be like, hey, I saw that you're interviewing Albert Pujols today. Here's 20 questions that I wrote just in case you need something. Hey, I wrote some teases for you, for the upcoming breaks, just in case you're too busy. And finally, they're like, my God, she's so annoying. Let's give her something to do. But I remember at times during that period being like, should I just go into PR? Like I would be able to sleep. I'd be able to hang out with my friends. I wouldn't have to miss all these weddings and everything that my friends were doing. But I would tell her to stay focused and keep working hard, because all the good things that you want in life are on the other side of hard.
You've seen so much in the world of sports and probably interviewed so many people you can't definitely remember them all. Is there anybody you want to interview on your sports bucket list, or an event you haven't been to that you want to attend?
Absolutely. So event I want to attend, number one thing on my bucket list, not only sports bucket list, but life bucket list, is that I want to take my dad to the Masters. And it's very timely because I'm looking up at our screen right now, watching Marty Smith and Laura Rutledge do great coverage from Augusta. But my dad is a huge, huge golf person. So to think that I could experience that with him and gift him that would be just a dream come true. So that's number one. And, I thankfully have gotten to interview so many people that I have special affection for, that were idols of mine growing up. But I was a huge soccer player. So Mia Hamm was my everything. She is my GOAT. So if I could one day interview Mia Hamm, that would be, I couldn't be cool about it. I don't think I could possibly even try to be cool about it. That and Michael Jordan. I mean, who doesn't want to interview Michael Jordan? Those two are like the GOATs from my childhood would probably be up there.
You run into so many celebrities in and around the building you're in or whatever. Do you ever get starstruck, or is it just like, oh, there's Stephen A. Oh, there's the Wolverine, kind of like you just mentioned a little while ago?
Well, there was a moment a couple weeks ago. So our studio is on a different floor than our hair and makeup room, and our hair and makeup room is down by some other television studios. So after the show, a lot of us go down there and we get our stuff and say what's up to all the other people that are here, because our green room is in that area. So like if, people are doing First Take or Get Up, a lot of times we go down there to see them, because if they don't come in our studio, we won't get to say hi. But the green room for Good Morning America, you have to pass on the road to get where we need to go. So a couple weeks ago, I get off the elevator and I turn the corner, and the door to the green room is open, and I have a direct eye line into who's sitting in the chair, and I see her and I go, and Rob, our social media manager, he's our social and digital guru here. He's like, what, are you okay? I was like, Rob, it's Oprah. It was Oprah. And let me tell you, growing up at 4 p.m. Central, I was sat every day to watch Oprah. I loved Oprah. I still love Oprah. And to even catch a glimpse of her and share the same air as Oprah was like beyond for me. That was very cool.
Very cool moment. Well, Michelle, we love what you're doing on ESPN Radio. We love being the affiliate down here in Eastern North Carolina and hearing you in the morning on Unsportsmanlike with Evan and Canty. You do great work. You have great knowledge and passion for the world of sports, and hopefully everybody will give you more of a listen in the mornings on their morning commute, and also check you out on ESPN2 and ESPNU.
Well, thank you for the kind words and the support, and thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Video Live. We'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour 2. A lot of Pirate football talk. Hour 3. Back with you after this.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Hey Birdlands, Family Sundays presented by Empowering Education are a day full of fun for kids of all ages. Before the game, meet the Orioles mascots, grab autographs, and watch the kids take the field for the national anthem. During the game, kids take over with kid-friendly music and inning breaks, kid guest splashers, and more. After the final out, stay for Kids Run the Bases presented by Wise Markets, where kids 4 to 12 can run the bases just like the pros. Bring your whole fam to the yard on Sundays. Visit Orioles.com/Family Sundays.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This April, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Forester Base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $269 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, a proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2026.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Get ready, because Honda has equipped the 2026 CB750 Hornet with E-Clutch, delivering stall-free starts in traffic and full-power quick shifts up and down when you want to wake it up. A torquey 755cc parallel twin delivers arm-stretching acceleration with Street Fighter style built to stand out. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, and experience the 2026 Honda CB750 Hornet E-Clutch. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and night protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
This is Carson Wissenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in Eastern North Carolina, and you can shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, on the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard, presented by the Buck, Rory McIlroy still at the top of the leaderboard, but joined by a new name. Patrick Reed is 6 under par, just as is Rory McIlroy. Justin Rose and Jason Day, 5 under, 1 shot back. Sam Burns, Tommy Fleetwood, 2 shots back at 4 under. Brooks Koepka is 3 under par. Max Homa, Xander Schauffele, 2 under par, 4 shots back. And let's see. Aberg is even, as is Scotty Scheffler. Colin Morikawa, 2 under par today, even par as well. Cameron Young, even par on the tournament. So that it is cut line. I don't know if do they have a projected. What's the projected cut line, Zach? Do you have that information? It's not showing up on my score, but we'll have that for you in hour 3, and a lot of football talk coming your way in hour number 3 as well on Pirate Radio Live on a Doggy Jams Friday. The bass pumping through our veins. Cut line at 4 over par, according to Zach Lewis. Back with you for hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live after this timeout.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports, across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait, call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie!
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
It's bow time. Remember those bologna biscuits you grew up on? Well, they're back and better than ever at Bojangles. Bite into a southern tradition with our new fried bologna biscuit. It's a thick slice of savory bologna seared and served hot off the griddle on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. And right now, you can get 2 of them for just $5. But hurry in. This deal is only available for a limited time, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. And as we head back into the show clip, I've got a update on Trey Savage. According to Keegan Matheson, who works for MLB.com, he says that Trey will make another rehab start next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, and where it will happen will depend somewhat on the weather. He's going to get close to 70 pitches, according to Matheson, and it could be his final rehab start before they send him back up to Toronto, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Blue Jays could use them. They're off to a slow start following their World Series appearance, 5-7 to start the 2026 season. Welcome back into the program. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, intern Mackay, Zach, and Nick Bass. Zach, you want to come in here for a moment and talk some football, because you've been out there, and I know you were out there today. So they had the Student Appreciation Day a couple weeks ago. They had first responders out at practice, and today did staff and faculty, and pretty cool. They get everybody involved out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that. So I got there as they were wrapping up, doing that physical drill at the end.
It's not scuttle.
Is that what they're calling
it? That's what Harold referenced it as.
The scuttle. What else did you see from practice, from scrimmage, in your own eyes?
So I've been trying to watch the quarterbacks more. I was trying to watch the receivers too much in the first couple of practices because I like receivers. But I was watching the QBs a lot today. We really only saw Emory, Mitch, and Trey Burke. And I like Trey Burke a lot for a freshman. But Mitch is standing out as the number one to me. He's very elusive. We haven't obviously seen them take hits yet, but I would like to see him trying to evade actual contact. Emory has the size. We could have him for an extra year if we need to. And he does make good throws. But Mitch is just much more decisive and elusive.
Okay, there's your scouting report on the QB situation. Let's hit some of these Blake Harrell comments on our new Blue Pirate report, and we'll comment on those. Cut to Shirley, anything in particular he wants to see before the spring game next week?
You know, I think both sides of the football have started to install and really installed heavy this week. They'll probably do that again Monday, probably slow it down a little bit for the spring game. But just us continue to improve every single day. I think there's not been a practice, and I think this is number 9 or 10 here. There's not been a practice where I thought we just checked the box and we didn't get any better. Every day they come to work. Every day we get better at something and we push forward. So we got to continue to do that. I think the communication piece is getting better on both sides of the football, and everybody understanding their job and their responsibility, their fundamentals. So you just want to see you continue to flow there.
All right, cut 3. What improvements did you see from scrimmage number 1 last week to scrimmage 2 today?
We moved the ball offensively, completed some balls down the field, took some shots there, and just were able to do those things. I thought defensively our pressures looked much better. We got to still do a better job of taking care of the quarterback on those, but I thought our pressures looked better overall. And just guys playing with great effort. I mean, I didn't have to chase a lot of guys around about chasing the football and those things, so I thought our effort was better overall from last week to this week.
Zach, do you see enough to say who won the day, offense or defense?
Based off of the last scrimmage, I would say I think overall the defense won it, but I think the offense made major improvements.
Okay.
But defense did better.
Let's talk DBs. Cut 5, he was asked about the defensive backfield.
I think we're replacing about 10 guys over there, so I don't know, 11 guys. On the defensive side of the ball, they've done some good things. You don't want to brag on them too much, but they've doing some good things. They're moving in the right direction. I think, if we can put it together, I think we got a chance to be decent. And they got to keep pushing, and we got to stay on them and keep helping them grow. The big piece I'd like to see them is communicate. They're like a bunch of they don't say a word out there. They're just mute, and DJ Johnson may say something and nobody echoes it. So I'd like to see a little communication on that side of the football.
All right. No speculation on the word. How about the quarterback play, letting them play, but also keeping them safe and healthy and not getting beat up or sacked back there, cut 6?
Yeah, obviously our quarterbacks aren't live in a scrimmage situation. I told those 2 freshmen, or told Trey, the freshman, I said, hey, if you were a little healthier, I would make you live so you'd learn your lesson to get rid of that gun football and know what it feels like to get hit. But it's kind of a fine balance there. As the head coach, you want to see the drive keep going, and then you take an 8-yard sack. Well, that just kind of throws that drive off. So you kind of move the ball in different places there. And defensively, sometimes they think it should be a sack, so they get all frustrated and worked up. And I tell them not to worry about that. The best thing we can do is just go get better at playing football. But that's something too. Like as a quarterback, you got to realize how crucial those negative plays can be, and how to put you behind the chains. And now you got a long ways to go.
All right. Blake Harrell was asked about Brock Spalding, the returner, one of the lone returners at the receiver position, and how much leadership has he brought to that side of the ball, cut 7.
Brock's been awesome. He really has, just from his leadership, the way he plays the game, the way he plays the edge, and I think he's a leader by action. And you see that, I think Landon Sides is the same way, Ray's the same way. Those guys play with edge. There's some guys in the backfield going to do the same thing. I think O-line, we're getting better. Ethan Kramer, Hayes Creel, Bryce Weaver's in there, Brandon Best. Those 4 guys, I see them taking steps every day. Kendall Walton's been running a lot with the ones right now, him and Marlio. And those 2 guys are coming along. Not quite there yet, but I think we got a chance. It will keep moving in the right direction to be okay on the offensive line.
Good to hear Brandon Best's name. I'm a big fan of his.
Better than the rest.
Sports trivia veteran.
He does come out on Wednesday.
All right. I asked him about Coach Hankins' remarks about making it more kind of mental than physical, and diving into the playbook and knowing the plays, knowing the checks, knowing what we're trying to take away from the offense. And I asked him how the guys are handling the mental side of things, cut 8.
Well, I handcuff Coach Hankins a little bit. He'd like probably to do a little bit more, but I think they're doing a good job of handling it. I hear them making checks out there, and I don't see a lot of busts. Last week I saw a lot of busts, and the offense didn't take advantages of it, so they're doing a better job of eliminating the mistakes and missed assignments and those things. We still got to be a little bit better in our technique and our fundamentals, but we're getting there.
All right, and finally, we talked about the drills they do at the end of practice. They get physical. Zach said one ended in a fight a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, on the student practice.
Little skirmish.
That's great.
He talked about those 3 versus 3 drills, cut 9.
Yeah, I think the little scuttle drill we call it here at the end, we just got to come up with a pirate name for it. For young guys, I think, the game of football has changed so much. We used to call that Oklahoma drill. It used to be one-on-one. You can't have any straight line head-on-head now. Now you can make it an angle tackle and angle blocks. But you're teaching them block disruption, pad level, angles. Everything that plays in the game of football is just in a 3-on-3 setting rather than an 11-on-11. And an 11-on-11 setting, you can hide sometimes. You get in that 3-on-3 drill over there, a little scuttle drill, angle tackle drill, you can't hide. And you're going to find out, who's going to turn it down, who's going to step up and play the game the right way pretty quick.
Yeah, those are fun to watch at the end of practice. They had everybody huddled around. They brought the teachers and faculty and staff and got them close. And you gotta keep the head on the swivel.
You do. Harold talks about at the end of his conversation at the student practice. There's some recruit's mom almost ran over fully. And for some reason, she must love it. She went berserk and started slapping him on the head afterwards. And he was just confused.
Yeah, that's we want that player, whoever's mom
that is, we want him.
We definitely want that player. We got a lot more to get to, so let's take a break and we'll come back. We'll hit Bryce Weaver and Julian Davis. And I mentioned how I enjoyed hearing from Ryan Rosenborough last week. These player interviews have been awesome.
They're so well spoken.
Yeah, Bryce was great. Julian was great. And you'll hear him when we return Pirate Radio Live after this.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Hey, Pirate Nation! Level up your weekend at the Greenville Museum of Art on Saturday, April 18th. Bring the whole crew from 11 to 3 for Super Family Game Day. We have board games, arcade classics, food, and fun for all ages. Then come back at 6 p.m. for the GMO Arcade, an adults-only night with games, trivia, and an open bar. Grab your tickets now at gmoa.org in the events section and support art in our community. Don't miss it. Go Pirates!
Hey Birdland, hit the yard on Saturday, April 11th when the O's take on the San Francisco Giants. 15,000 fans will take home a special Jackson Holiday bobblehead.
Jackson Holiday, that ball is gone.
Featuring his dog Coconut. Don't miss it. A rising star, his four-legged best friend, one must-have collectible.
Being able to come back to him after the games, he's the best.
Get your tickets at Orioles.com/tickets.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see. For a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
This is Alex Harper, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard and on Railroad Street in Winterville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Baran.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Coming up at 5:30, we'll hit our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio for the week. Look back at some of our interviews, but we've got more football comments from earlier today. And Bryce Weaver, ECU offensive lineman, met with the media after the scrimmage. And Cut 1, he was asked how things went from his point of view.
I thought today, it was good. We started off a little slow offensive side. I feel like, we didn't start off how we wanted to, aggressive, but as the day kept going, I feel like we got better and better. So that's the goal. But, I want to start off fast and, start off the day right. So.
New offense. How has the transition gone from, learning from a new offensive coordinator? Cut 2.
I feel like it's, not too much different, other than like names and stuff, but also guys, just trying to get guys together, getting the culture into them. But, I feel like it hasn't been too difficult, just understanding it. I feel like for me it's a little bit easier because we get, free. We get to do whatever we want to do instead of, having one set thing. So I like it.
Zach, from what you've noticed, I'm sure they're not emptying the playbook, and it's probably pretty vanilla, I would imagine. But, does it look any different than last year at all?
Not really. A lot of passing.
Is that because all our running backs are banged up right now?
It probably is a little bit of that. And they like to, as soon as they get any type of decent yardage, it is quick. So I do like that.
A lot of tempo. Did Michael Allen score again today?
He did. It was a longer run too, so we like that.
Good to hear from the local Rose kid. What is it like playing multiple positions? Cut 3.
That's just what I'm used to. I can play anywhere, but I'm fine with playing anywhere, wherever coach wants me to play. But I just think, for me to have that in my toolbox, I think it's a good thing for sure.
Mentioned Michael Allen, a local kid. Bryce Weaver, a local kid from D.H. Conley. How much does it mean to you to be a local kid and playing at the university?
It's just big. My parents coming to every practice, come and watch me play, and it means a lot. Having everybody that I know around me, just recognizing me and stuff. So I enjoy it for sure.
Be careful, Zach. Flashing that 252 hand sign. You're not a 252. I mean, you've been here for a while, but you were not born here.
I know.
All right, just don't want the wrong person seeing that. Cut 5. What does the O-line need to do to improve before the spring game?
First, I'd say intensity. Being more aggressive. I feel like not everybody's trying to snap off the ball as much as we should be. I feel like culture-wise, we're there. We got guys that want to be together. I just feel like, just a couple, technique things and maybe some intensity. I feel like our effort has gotten there today. I feel like it was better today, though.
How is the mix of old guys, returners, and new guys gelling right now? How's that going at Cut 6?
So our Coach Hunt wants us to hang out all the time. And for us, we love that because we want to hang out with each other. So just being together, understanding each other, spending some time off the field, just getting to know each other, I think that's big for us.
All right, got to have that off the field time together. Cut 7, what improvements did you notice from today compared to last Friday?
I feel like our effort was a lot better today. I feel like we were running to the ball more, trying to get into piles, trying to get the extra yard. I'd say our intensity was a little bit up, not where we wanted to be, but more than it was last weekend.
All right. Also, talked to Bryce when he was a high school player committing to play college football at ECU, and just asked him since that time, how much has he grown as a player and as a person? Cut 8.
My freshman year was rough, rough patch for me, just getting older, going through the motions, kind of just seeing where I could fit in at. And, it took me a little bit, it was some growing pains. I had to learn myself from the hard way, but after that, I saw what it took to be where I'm at now. So, I just keep pushing, and I'm proud of where I'm at now, but, I want to be more for sure.
We'll see how he is as a player, but again, Zach, love the way he talks. He speaks as if he could be one of the leaders on this team this year.
Sure.
Yeah. Cut 9. What have you seen from the quarterbacks, and how can a vet lineman like yourself help the quarterbacks?
I'm seeing leadership for sure. I think Emery and Mitch do a great job trying to lead us and doing a great job, being with communication and being on our side. And, just me as an older guy with the O-line and knowing how, things go around here, I just think, being in their ear and telling them, they're doing a good job instead of them being so, they have a lot of pressure on them because they're competing right now. So just being that guy that's next to them and, making sure that they're good, I feel like it goes a long way.
All right, and finally cut 10. Who is the toughest guy you've had to block so far this spring?
J.R. Robinson, probably for sure. J.R. is, he's a dog. Obviously, Jug, too. My boy Julian is good, too. But J.R.'s got that twitch that, not a lot of people out here have. And he's very strong, too, very powerful. So, just whatever. Me and him are always going against each other, one-on-ones, base blocks. So, just having that guy going against me a lot is going to sharpen me for sure.
All right, he said Julian because Julian was standing right there.
Was staring him down.
Yeah, listening to the interview. And we'll hear from Julian Davis coming up in a moment. But really enjoyed talking to Bryce Weaver after today's scrimmage. Weaver is a returner on the line. Let's look at returning production from last year, Zach, because there's not a lot to look at.
Minimal.
We can skip the quarterbacks or the is Ryan Levy back at punter? Because he did throw a pass.
He did throw the fake.
1 for 1, 17 yards. I believe he was a senior last year.
That sounds right.
And will not be a part of this team. So every passing stat we can throw out the window between Hauser, Ditta, even a punter, and, of course, Mike Wright. Rushing, top 2 leading rushers, Montgomery and Mulligan, are gone. TJ Engelman had 306 yards and a touchdown last year. Parker Jenkins gone. Hauser, Wright, Smith gone. DeJuan Lacey played in seemingly 1 or 2 games and was coming on before his injury. Had 44 yards and a touchdown last year. Spalding, Ryan Rosenborough, 3 carries.
He wants to be put in again.
He's back. And Jaquez Petaway.
He's here.
Unfortunately, he did have positive yards, 2 yards.
He loved those screens.
Yeah, they did that early in the year a lot and got away from it. Have you seen anything from him out there? Maybe he can make a leap this year.
I'm still learning numbers.
Right.
So I'm not sure if I've noticed him.
All right, that's the run game. Receiving, the Smith boys are gone. Brock Spalding, our 3rd leading receiver, 42 catches, 554 yards, 3 scores. Did they count that amazing catch? I think it was down to the 1 on that one. You remember the one, the one-handed? I think they called it down.
Oh, yes, that one was called down on the 1.
Should have been his 4th touchdown of the year. Very close to it. So Spalding's back. No Riles, no Connor, no Mangrum. Montgomery, Tyler Johnson.
I don't think he's on the team anymore.
Okay. We get down to Engelman and Petaway. Engelman had 7 catches, Petaway 13. Dylan Lorlick, that's Jarrett's guy.
He made a snag today.
All right.
Almost ran me and Jarrett over.
Keep an eye on Dylan Lorlick. 2 catches last year. He's back. Is Malik Leverett on the roster this year?
I believe so.
Keelan Robinson. Those names?
Robinson graduated.
So, again, not a lot of returners there.
Leverett
as well. Left. Our leading tackler gone, Jamarlee Riddle. So, just a ton of guys.
Go be great, kid.
Who will no longer be suiting up in the purple and gold. And that is what today's, college athletics and football is. Jamie says you can really see Coach Harrell getting better and more confident as a coach.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He's been pretty much the same since day one, but I guess you can see more confidence in him.
I mean, he was really thrown into it. Out of nowhere, he was head coach, and then he did well at it, stuck with it. I just think he's a good community guy.
Oh,
he's a great coach as it is, but he's just such a nice person in general. Players love him.
Came into the 3-point contest with us.
Yeah, I mean, he does just so much cool stuff. I'm sure all these initiatives of the fan nights and the student nights and stuff is his idea at the base. Because I don't remember us doing a ton of stuff like that beforehand, and everybody loves him here in Greenville.
And you got to think involving, maybe he makes new fans, involving the students, making them want to go to a game, involving the first responders, the teachers and staff, everybody, making them feel welcome because it really is a community team, a family organization, and he wants everybody to be a part of it. So really cool stuff. All right, we'll get another break in. When we return, we'll hear from Julian Davis and also have our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radios. We'll hear from Ryder Giles and Josh Gross, a couple of former Pirate players. Also Kevin Williams on how the golf men's and women's teams did. And Parker Gabriel from the Denver Post talked to Jared Watkins. We'll hear a Jaquan McMillan update when we return. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live rolls on after this.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville has the best deal ever on Ram trucks. During the Declaration of Deals sales event, get a special finance rate of 2.9% that can be used with already fantastic factory rebates. For example, you can choose up to $11,000 off and 2.9% for 72 months, or get $5,000 off with 0% for 60 months. So if you've been thinking about a new Ram truck, now is the time at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. And how about the 26 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Save up to $6,000 on America's most awarded SUV, or lease a new Grand Cherokee for only $429 per month. Or take the top off and enjoy the sun with a 2026 Jeep Wrangler. Save up to $7,000 on a 26 Jeep Wrangler, or lease one for only $329 per month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, and $39.99 due at signing. Tax, tags, and $8.99 admin fee not included.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information. A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
What's going on, y'all? This is your man, Petey Pablo, and right now you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Raise up!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hey, Pirate Nation, don't miss a second of the action. You can download the free Pirate Radio app today and take us with you wherever you go. You can listen to all of your favorite shows, or you can catch up anytime with archived content, like our interview that we did earlier today with Sam Hinnant, or Michelle Smallmon from Unsportsmanlike on ESPN, or Ryder Giles, or Josh Groves, or oh gosh, how many people did we talk to this week? Well, it's all up on our app, and it's right at your fingertips. It's everything you love about Pirate Radio, right in your pocket, on demand. Just search Pirate Radio in your app store and download it now. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock, or maybe Zach Lewis.
No.
Okay.
I thought about it.
He was in there by himself.
He's a whitewater raft guy.
He's adulting now.
He is. Very soon. Are you scared to go into the real world, Zach?
Not too scared.
I don't think you should be. You are a hard-working guy.
I get to live at home for the first little while anyways, so it's not too big of a jump or anything.
There we go. Shirley, let's get to our Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Best of Pirate Radio for the week. Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village, your go-to for exceptional wines and gourmet olive oils. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and our expert team will help you out and find the perfect fit. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for fun upcoming events, such as the monthly wine tastings, along with trivia every Thursday. Simply Divine Oil and Wine, elevate your pour. Let's start it out with Ryder Giles. And I've talked to several guys who have left East Carolina and gone to other schools, and asked Ryder why he made the decision to leave ECU and go to Kentucky.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was one of probably the toughest decision I've ever made. And to be honest with you, I don't know. I just thought it was, the best decision for me at the time. I'm obviously super grateful for my 4 years at East Carolina and wouldn't trade it for anything. Was able to be a part of a lot of special and super talented teams, and met some of my best friends, that I'll have for the rest of my life there. And I don't know. I felt like it was the best decision for me at the time. And, I'm obviously super, super thankful for my time in Kentucky and the relationships I built there as well. So, but it was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made for sure.
Ryder also is my golf guy. Zach, if he gave you a pick that was plus 3,000 to win, ooh, and he's 2 shots back Friday at 5:30, would you take that?
Absolutely.
I'm taking that, and that is Justin Rose, who right now, make it 3 shots because Rory is smoking right now. Rory 8 under, -3 for the day. Right. Justin Rose sitting at 5 under, but he's in the mix. He's got a chance. Yeah. So I'll take that at this point. All right. Also talked to Josh Groves, a former Pirate, now with the Diamondbacks organization, getting the start tonight, I believe, Shirley Rhodes, and asked him whether or not he likes the ABS.
I had ABS when I was in low A my first year, and it's not in double A or high A. I think it's just in triple A in the big leagues. And I didn't hate it because a lot of, just call it what it is. Like a lot of umpires at lower levels of the game aren't great. They're also going through this process trying to make the big leagues. And so they're always getting better and learning and getting evaluated. So I didn't mind it. I've definitely had a couple strikeouts that I challenged and they went my way because they were called balls. I do like the human part of the game though. This is a human game. There is an art, especially, with pitchers and catchers as hitters too, of understanding the strike zone, but there's an art as a pitcher of establishing the zone. And, I think ABS definitely might take away some of that. Even there's an art to, framing a pitch or being a good catcher and I feel like ABS might take away part of that, but at the same time, like when those challenges are gone, it's still baseball at the end of the day. So, if you blow through those challenges in the first or second inning, the zone might get a little bit bigger, and you might have to do a better job of establishing the strike zone, or the catcher might have to try and stick a few more calls. And I like the human side of the game. I don't want full-time robots. I think that humans are playing the game. There should be humans that are making judgment calls on the field. So I think it's a cool thing for the fans. Like the fans probably love it because like they can see like the little diagram on the scoreboard, and they show the animation of the strike hitting the strike zone, the ball hitting the strike zone. But,
yeah, that adds a little part to the game, a little drama, actually.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure they love it, especially people that watch it on TV that are always, I do it too, where I'm watching a big league game and I'm like, oh, damn, if Gavin's pitching, like that's a strike and he doesn't get the strike call, and then you kind of get pissed off. But I like the human part of the game for sure.
Josh Groves there. I was thinking about like other things, kind of radical changes to the America's pastime, baseball. The pitch clock, I feel like nobody talks about that anymore. And I think it was a positive.
It did end up being very great.
I like it. The throws over to first, like you have a limited throws over to first.
Yes.
That seems to be, I don't hear a lot of people complaining about that. And I don't know. I'm okay with the ABS.
It seems like most of the stuff we've put in recently is to speed up the game.
Yeah.
And then this was like all right, we sped it up. Now let's make the game right.
Yeah, but I do like how fast it goes.
It's like that.
Tennis has the best replay system in the world. Yeah. It is that super fast, and they've made it like tennis where they put it up on the board and show where it is.
Watch the ball go.
Yeah. And the fact that they can do it in 30, 45 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, less than that, I think.
Yeah, is a positive. So I think I don't hate it at all.
Yeah.
All right. J-Bone talked to Parker Gabriel of the Denver Post about Jaquan McMillan and his future there as a Bronco. Does he sign a big deal? What happens to him? Let's hear what he had to say.
Basically, if you don't get drafted, you end up signing a 3-year contract. So it doesn't work exactly the same as like the rookie contract that you get if you're a second-round pick. So then you become a restricted or a exclusive rights free agent. That's what Jaquan was this last year, and then restricted. And so now if he doesn't sign a long-term extension, he would be an unrestricted free agent. He'd hit the market, wide open next spring, and he would sign a huge deal. I mean, he's regarded as one of the best nickels in football. Denver, they think he's the best nickel in football. It's a little bit of an amoeba in terms of like what the actual market is, because nickel, like everybody plays a ton of nickel now. Teams do it a little bit differently. If they use a safety, they use a corner. There's different ways of defining exactly like it's easy to tell who the quarterbacks are if you're talking about top of the market. Nickel is a little bit different than that. Some guys like L'Jarius Sneed's a good example. He played in the slot, then he moved outside more. So is he an outside corner? Is he a nickel? So on and so forth. I mean, the Broncos think that Jaquan McMillan could play outside, but he plays almost exclusively in the slot. They've got other guys outside that can play that way. And so right now he's set to make $5.7 million for the 2026 season and then hit the market next year. We'll see. I know they're open to, and I think the Broncos are open to signing him to a long-term deal this summer, probably as late as, the bye week in this upcoming season, whenever that falls. So, but it's one of the biggest items they have sort of on their to-do list for the rest of the offseason is to see if they can get a long-term deal done with him.
All right, that was Parker Gabriel joining Jared Watkins talking about former Pirate, the Shock, Jaquan McMillan. And we talked to ECU golf coach Kevin Williams. They got their conference tournaments coming up, and he talked about their season.
So we've had a good spring. We've struggled this fall with the exception of Philip Bondestad, who's a senior from Norway. He's our best player. He had a great fall. And then this spring, we just started playing better, playing smarter. We told them at the beginning of the spring, listen, we got to play more conservative, more boring golf. We need some. We had too many guys trying to hit home runs.
Yeah,
we need to hit some base hits. Let's get some people on base first, right? And so we've really improved a lot this spring. We struggled this past week up in Virginia, but feel really good about where we're heading and looking forward to getting better these next 2 weeks, getting ready for the conference tournament.
That was Kevin Williams talking about the men's team, women's team coming off a tournament win, playing well. So they'll be heading to the conference tournament as well. Both of those teams playing in the state of Florida. That is our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio this week. You can check out Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram and see their fun upcoming events. Before we get a break, let's go back into our New Blue Pirate Report. So we heard from Coach Harrell, Bryce Weaver. We'll talk some defense now with Julian Davis, and he was asked, cut one, what he saw on his side of the ball today.
My side, one thing that we talked about in the defensive room was intensity. Bring the intensity to the game and making sure like our presence is known. And I feel like today we definitely stepped on it today. Bringing our own juice, bringing the fun of football back to it. And that's what it is all about, especially with new guys coming in, just making them feel comfortable and showing them that you can be yourself and play ball.
Julian Davis, get this, folks. Red shirt, stayed here, playing football. This is how it used to be for everybody.
Switch positions.
Now he's an alien. This is crazy. But he talked about having to wait his turn to see the field. Cut two.
Yeah, man, it's a process. When people say it's a process, it's really a process. And sometimes you have to go through what you got to go through to understand that. And I certainly did. Red-shirted my freshman year. Of course, nobody wants a red shirt, but like I said, it's part of the process. It teaches you character development. It shows you how to study, shows you how to read plays, and then you get to talk to your older guys and stuff like that. So the process is mandatory, and I wouldn't be here today without it.
All right, what role will he be playing on the defense this year? Cut three.
This year, I see myself as a leader. I'm becoming more of a vocal leader, trying to work on my speaking skills. So I'll say a vocal leader and just a guy people can look up to, you know. I'm not perfect, but I'm always strive to be.
What an answer.
Yeah, beautiful.
I hate that yesterday Chandler said this was his guy, his watch out for this guy pick.
Claimed him.
Because, I want to take this guy now, Julian Davis. But that was an awesome answer there. What improvements has he seen from the team from the first scrimmage to the second scrimmage? Cut four.
One thing I did see from the offensive side of the scrimmage was the intensity of the QBs. Like, I love the QBs. Like Mitch and I love those guys, man. They always bring juice in the locker room, to the weight room. They're always talking that trash, and it gets the defense hyped. Defense loves that. So that's one thing I seen. Defensive-wise, like I said earlier, was just bring the intensity to it. Just showing once we step on this field, it's our field. There's nobody that's messing with us.
He has talked about his growth. You've heard a little bit of that, but how about growing into that linebacker position? Cut five.
One thing we try to do, one thing about defense, we're always hanging out with each other. Like, defense is especially the D-line. D-line is straight jokes. So like, we'll go out to eat, we'll go to the park, we'll go fish.
Yeah, cut five.
Man, like you said, last year was my first season at outside linebacker, and it was definitely a struggle. Just talking to the older guys, and they have a terminology that I didn't understand, and I had to go through the process and understand it. But now in my second year, understanding the process and knowing the lingo of things and knowing how to operate, now it's just small details now. So it's really been a blessing. I've had good guys in front of me. Shout out to Kendrick DeJour, shout out to Craig, shout out to my coach Zachary. So I definitely had good guys teaching me the ropes and stuff like that.
Now we will hear how he has talked about getting closer. Bryce Weaver talked about it from the O-line standpoint. Sounds like the defense has the same initiative there. Cut six.
One thing we try to do, one thing about defense, we're always hanging out with each other. Like, defense is especially the D-line. D-line is straight jokes. So like, we'll go out to eat, we'll go to the park, we'll go fishing. One thing we'll do, we'll all go fishing. And so building that camaraderie, building that fellowship, and then bringing it to the field, it's just like playing backyard football with your little brothers. and it's amazing. So, of course, we always have little rough patches along the way, but we always figure it out. That's what brothers are for.
We got to get a Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce and Julian Davis.
Absolutely.
Fishing. Now, Shirley, when I was out there live, I thought Bailey asked what the best fishing spots are. Did you hear who is the best fisherman?
Yeah, the problem is...
Because his answer works for either of those questions. I know what his answer is.
Yeah.
Did you hear who's the best fisherman, though?
That's what I thought I heard.
Okay. Zach, do you remember the question?
I thought it was who, yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll go with that. Who is the best fisherman on the team, Cut 7?
Best fisherman?
Okay, yeah.
I might get in trouble. I can't tell you that one. I don't want to get in trouble with nobody, but I'll say Miles is up there. Miles is up there.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I thought, because I missed that last part, the best fishing spots, and I thought he was trying to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
That was what I thought his answer was. But there you go, the best fisherman on the team, Brian Bailey, asking that question. And
if it was A-Harp, it'd be A-Harp.
Best fisherman?
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
he ought to know.
Speaking of that,
is he good?
He has my fishing rod.
Oh,
I gave him one of my fishing rods because do you remember he was going fishing with one of his
Coach Powell?
Yeah, with one of the staff, and he didn't have a fishing rod. He said something about it, and I said, "Well, don't go buy one. I have one that you can use." And so that's what he did.
Well, let me tell you about this scumbag, Alex Harper.
Wow. Did he big time us?
55 minutes ago, I said, "You coming in today?" I was going to tell him to park in the back.
Yeah.
He said, "Bleep, dude. I am in the mountains at the moment."
Oh, my God. He wins the 3-point contest, and he cannot be bothered
that's
with
what the
us?
prize was, and all expense paid trip to the mountains.
Wait, really? Because we need to talk.
I said, okay, hurry up. And he said he'll be here in 7 hours. So if we could just stall.
That was an hour ago now.
Yeah. So
only 6 left.
6 hours.
We're going for a marathon.
He'll be here by midnight. We'll have Nick and Makai running the show.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, y'all can do all that. I'm going home.
It'll be just me.
But A-Harp, he'll join us next week, maybe. Unless he's like in Bermuda or something. I don't know.
Australia.
Our New Blue Pirate Report brought to you by New Blue. If you have issues with your plumbing, cooling, heating, electrical, whatever, they will help you out. Go to callinublue.com on your internets, and you can get assistance today. We'll take a break. One more segment to go. I'll run over our Dog of the Day picks for this Friday, for this week, and get ready to wrap it up on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Pirate Fest is back, presented by the City of Greenville and the Downtown Greenville Partnership. Come experience all the family fun Saturday, April 25th in downtown Greenville on 1st Street. It's all happening 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. with a variety of food, drinks, and unique vendors. Plus, of course, pirates. And you can enjoy awesome music from September, the top Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the country, and Spare Change. And as always, our entertainment is free. It's legendary. It's award-winning. It's Pirate Fest. April 25th, downtown Greenville.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Get ready, because Honda has equipped the 2026 CB750 Hornet with E-Clutch, delivering stall-free starts in traffic and full-power quick shifts up and down when you want to wake it up. A torquey 755cc parallel twin delivers arm-stretching acceleration with Street Fighter style built to stand out. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, and experience the 2026 Honda CB750 Hornet E-Clutch. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and night protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
This is Dale Murphy, 2-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed day for the stock market to close out the week. The Dow was down 269 points and finished at 47,916. The NASDAQ was up 80 at 22,902. The S&P was down 7 and finished out the week at 6,816. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, I moved Dog of the Day to today because Jarrett wasn't here, and guess what? Jarrett's not here again. So that went well. That was some good planning. Dog of the Day brought to you by the Dog House Tavern on 2nd Street in Ayden. Veteran-owned pub in a relaxed, friendly atmosphere. Delicious cocktails, cold beer, all at the Dog House Tavern. We've got a golf pick, a baseball pick, and a NASCAR pick this week. I'm going to go Matt Olson tonight. 2+ total bases for plus 125. For those that don't know, total bases come on hits. So walks do not count. But if he hits a single, that's a total base. 2 singles is 2 total bases. 1 double is 2 total bases.
Done.
Triple or a dinger, I win the bet. So basically he needs a couple of hits tonight, or I think he'll have an extra base hit. Give me a double or a dinger. Give me Matt Olson tonight for 2+ total bases against the Guardians. Jared Watkins riding the hot hand in NASCAR, Tyler Reddick, to finish top 10 at Bristol, +110 will be his pick. And Chandler put his in yesterday. He's going Ludwig Aberg to finish top 10 at the Masters. And where is he right now? Let's take a look at Patrick Reed, by the way.
He's looking for a Swedish flag, by the way.
Now just one shot back of Rory McIlroy at the top of the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard. There's that Swedish flag. He is even par. Tied for 23rd. Yep. So I would put him in the mix right now for a top 10 finish. Got a chance. Those are our Dog of the Day picks brought to you by Doghouse Tavern. Nick, can you come in here real quick?
Get in here.
We're going to do an intern edition of
on this day
sporting events you would want to attend. Rankings. We're going to rank them like we did quarterbacks, Nick, where we have 3 people, so we'll have a tiebreaker. We'll have no ties. All right, so right now Masters is number 1 on the list. Nick, would you rather go to the Masters or Kentucky Derby?
Masters.
Zach?
Masters.
All right, so we don't need to ask Makai. Makai, what would you have said? Masters or Derby?
Oh.
Masters.
All right, so that moves the Derby to number 2. Would you rather go to the Super Bowl or the Masters, Makai?
Super Bowl.
All right. Zach?
Masters.
Super Bowl.
All right, so Super Bowl moves ahead of the Masters. Would you rather go to the World Cup, a World Cup game, or the Super Bowl? Nick?
World Cup.
Wow. All right, Zach.
World Cup.
All right, Makai.
Super Bowl.
Okay, too bad. World Cup or Masters, Makai?
World Cup.
Okay, Zach.
World Cup.
And so
World
that's
Cup,
where we're
yeah.
going to slot World Cup right below Super Bowl. Would you rather go to the Olympics or the Kentucky Derby, Nick?
Olympics.
Olympics.
All right, so Olympics. Masters or Olympics, Makai?
Olympics.
Okay, Zach?
Masters.
And Nick?
Olympics.
Wow, Olympics. Olympics or World Cup, Nick?
World Cup.
Zach?
World Cup.
All right, so
World Cup.
we're putting Olympics 3rd right now. Right now, our list is Super Bowl, World Cup, Olympics, Masters, Kentucky Derby. Let's put Final Four. Would you rather go to a Final Four or the Masters, Makai?
Masters.
Zach?
Final Four.
Nick?
Final Four.
Ooh, all right. Final Four or Olympics, Nick?
Final Four.
Zach?
Final Four.
Well, it doesn't matter. Too bad.
Not a fan.
Makai, World Cup or Final Four?
World Cup.
Wait, I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm going the right way. Oh, do we hear a song we know?
Fiend is playing.
Oh, that's what that was.
God. No. World Cup or Final Four, Zach?
World Cup.
Nick?
World Cup.
All right, so we're putting the Final Four now 3rd ahead of the Olympics.
That's loud.
Let's go. Got time for another one. Daytona 500 or Kentucky Derby?
Oh, Daytona 500.
Daytona.
All right.
Daytona.
Daytona 500 or Masters, Makai?
Daytona.
Oh, wow.
Daytona.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well.
Nick, Olympics or Daytona 500?
Olympics.
Zach?
Daytona.
Whoa, Makai.
Olympics.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
So Daytona 500 will slot in there. All right, here is our intern group collective rankings. Kentucky Derby at the bottom of the list.
I didn't expect that, but...
And then Masters next to last. Daytona 500 coming in 5th. The Olympics, number 4. The Final Four, number 3. World Cup, number 2. And then Super Bowl, number 1.
Glad to see we're World Cup respecters.
I think Makai does not agree.
Oh.
I think he
hated the Final Four. He voted against the Final Four every time.
He was against that?
Yeah.
But those are the list. That is the list. Those are the picks. All right. Y'all have a good weekend.
You as well.
Y'all going to go see a Boogie with a Hoodie?
Nope.
No.
Okay. We will talk to you Monday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I am Clip Brock. We'll see you Monday. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Leaderboard, he is